football's over, it's like a part of me just died inside.
200 days till football's back, but tonight I won't just cry, cause I've got a ways to play. And that's the place with Hard Rock Bet, I will survive.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Be the first to discover the best new home community in beautiful Green Cove Springs. Highland Trail, where the rhythm of life slows down. Enjoy green spaces, luxury pools, pickleball courts, winding trails, and more at livehighlandtrail.com. Choose from 3 premium builders, just starting in the 300s.
Oh, at Highland Trail.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Cougar Nation, time to rise and shine and start your day with Duval Sports Media Big Steppers. Dan Hicken.
You know it!
Jeff Proctor.
It's a big deal.
Gosh, it sure is a big deal.
And E to the T.
E.T. is in the booth.
Rise and shine, Googans. Go time on a Thursday morning as we use our indoor voices live. Oh, what a facility this is from TPC Sawgrass. Obviously home to the Players, which is coming up in a little bit over a month, and where we are. It's like Caddy Day in Caddy Shack. They better check the pool when we're done. Make sure there's no Baby Ruth in there because it's media day here at the Stadium Course, and that means we get to slap it around. Don't hate us. You know, if you're sitting out there in the listening audience, I get it. You tuned in this morning. What do you mean these guys get to play Stadium Course today? No, just root for it. Maybe today, E.T. will be the day I get the hole-in-one.
Oh, that would be nice.
That would be. And I'll let you turn those spy glasses on for that one.
Well, I got to know how to. I got to turn them on before you even get to the box.
Well, right. I'm gonna have to alert. He's got the spy glasses on. It's creating a little bit of a divide between us. We have a philosophical.
He doesn't like the spy glasses.
Yeah, I don't like the spy glasses. You know, he tells me a light will come on, and I know. But by golly, if I end up on some secret, you know,
I'd never do that to you.
I know you would. I know. It's not you I'm worried about. It's everybody else walking around like right with those big glasses on. When are they gonna start making those things like more streamlined? Do you think?
Oh, they're definitely going to.
Yeah,
sure.
Won't they?
Yeah, they're definitely.
I mean, the whole world's like spy games. Give me some more feedback on my. Is this it here? Test one. Yeah, there we go. Well, no. Alert. Alert. Yeah, I need to hear me. But put that. Look, good thing the Glugan's here, right? There we go. That's perfect. Now we're Richie's here. No. He jumps up like the parent of a toddler. All right, we got a lot on our plate here today. We're going to visit with Lee Smith. He's the executive director of the Players, and this thing just continues to grow. The narrative, was bounced around in the last week. I think it really goes to Brandel Chambly. Kind of came out and declared that the Players should be considered a major. Rory has weighed in. To the credit of the golf tournament here, they've never asked or expected anything more than to be the standalone premier event that it is. And we told you yesterday, in fact, you heard from Rory and his comments on the Players. They were accurate. They were respectful. And it puts the Players in its rightful spot. It's a standalone event. It's one of the premier events with the strongest fields on one of the great golf courses with arguably, this comes up from time to time, year to year. Number 17 may be the most famous golf hole in the world. Mm-hmm. I don't know that it is. I don't claim to be an international historian, but I am way above average golf fan when it comes to my interests and my historical knowledge. And there are others. There are other famous golf holes in the world, but I'm not sure 17 and the Island Green at the Players Championship, now all these years of growth later, isn't probably the most recognizable, famous hole in the world. If you went to a pro shop in Melbourne, Australia, ask them, what's the most famous hole, or show them this hole and ask them what it is, or go to Beijing, China, and ask them this hole and what it is, I wonder if it's not
What other holes are
Yeah.
similar to that?
You know, there are stretches, like when you think of Augusta, you don't think of a particular hole.
Think of the corner.
Other major venues might develop a most famous hole if you saw them more than once every 8 years or 20 years or whatever it might be. There are some golf courses that are so good overall that it's hard to pick the most famous hole on that golf course.
Okay.
Look at where they are this week at Pebble Beach.
Yeah.
I think the most famous hole at Pebble Beach is the little par 3 number 7 that you hit it out into the water.
Okay,
You hit it out into that little peninsula on the cliff.
Yeah.
Real shorty, 110, 120 yards. But the wind's always whipping off that ocean there.
Yeah.
There are other memorable holes there. 18 at Pebbles is a standout holes. 17 where there was a famous shot, but they all kind of battle with each other. Here, now I will say this. I don't know if there is a famous hole here outside of 17.
Okay.
Like after 17, if you ranked the prestige of the golf holes here, it's almost 2 A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. They're all great. And some certainly in some years take on more of a role in deciding the winner. But back to the original comment, I'm not sure that number 17 here at TPC Sawgrass isn't the most famous hole in the world. Augusta's another. It's Amen Corner. You know, stuff has happened on so many different holes there. I don't know if there's a most famous. As I sit here, it seems like we kind of narrow down on par 3s because at Augusta, I think of 12, and it's nothing, out. Or is it 13? No, 12, yeah. The little par 3 there.
Is 12 a part of Amen Corner at Augusta?
Yes.
12,
yeah,
13,
8, 11, 12, 13.
All right.
And 13 and 15 are both par 5s. Anyway, I digress. I've gotten off track. We're happy to be here at the Players today. We'll take our shots at 17. Whenever you are fortunate enough to play TPC Sawgrass, I don't care what level golfer you are. I can talk to Matty every later today. Say, oh, yeah, I played Stadium today. And the first question I'd ask him is the first one that'll be asked of all of us. What'd you do on 17? That's what they ask you. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
Not what'd you shoot, not how's the weather, not did you have a good time. What'd you do on 17? So you nervous about your shot? Like last year, I don't feel like you really had a fighting chance on 17.
Yeah.
But your golf game is you played a lot of golf rounds between last year and this year.
It's a little different this time.
Actually, it's not last year. We just paid that bet in the fall because of the brunch for the tour.
But it seems like it was like last year, but it's a little more nervous this time.
Yeah.
I got a little more.
Yeah, you know what happens in golf, E? This is what you're starting to experience. What happens in golf is expectations start to creep in.
Oh, no.
Right?
No,
So, like, you didn't have it when you went out and you were starting, you knew you weren't going to be able to have a whole lot of success. So you're just happy as heck on the 1 out of every 10 you hit that's somewhat good.
Right.
Well, then you get to the point where you hit 5 out of 10 good. So if you have a day where you only hit 2 out of 10, and then you fiddle and you faddle and you think and which which Instagram golf tip am I going to use this for shot? I know how y'all are.
Yep.
Yeah. So we'll have fun. We're looking forward to doing that, and it'll be a good time. But meanwhile, more importantly, for you guys out there in listener land, I got a good show planned for you today. We got Fred Taylor today, right, E?
We got Fred Taylor.
Yeah. What time will we be doing that?
8 a.m.
Okay, 8 a.m. We'll talk to Fred. You know, you have a tendency when it comes to the home team, in this case the Jags, to bristle at either, criticism or evaluation, or in this case, grades. So sometimes you got to step back. You got to look at and acknowledge what the guy ranking, in this case, draft classes, is looking at and seeing. And with his second draft coming up, it's nowhere to go but up for James Gladstone. Last year's draft class, and again, and this is only because you have to take it at face value. You take last year's Jaguars class at face value, and there's not a lot there, right? You got some role playing running backs, a couple of them. You got a couple offensive linemen that were forced into action and did okay. You're the plum of the draft, the one that you did everything for, was only able to play 7 games, in Travis Hunter, and then he went out. Caleb Ransaw, third rounder, never saw the field. They drafted, and this isn't to say that these players will end up being stars, but they drafted in the mid rounds an edge rusher from Auburn, McLeod, never saw the field, went on IR before the season. So really, this Jaguars draft to me more than anything would be an incomplete. But not everyone sees it that way. Let me get for you the source of this. We'll dive into this a little bit deeper moving forward, but it wasn't, I'm not reading Timmy's mom's basement report. It was, it's NFL.com. NFL.com, rookie report cards, grading and ranking every team's 2025 class. And we'll get into some of the other particulars and how they fell, but get your scrolling finger out to get the summary of the Jags, who check in after one, again, hugely incomplete year at number 30. There are 32 teams in the NFL. Gave him a C-. Traded away an awful lot to get a player in Travis Hunter whose ceiling may still be sky the limit, but as for what you got between then and now, not much.
That's fair.
Caleb Ransaw, 0. Wyatt Milam, not much. Bashal Tootin, B. C plus B. He's above that C- grade. Jack Kaiser, nothing. Jalen McLeod, nothing. Rayon Lane, B plus 6th-round pick. But just for special teams alone, those that's important. Special teams, B plus may be a little high. Jonah Monheim, forced into a little bit of action. That's a B plus. I think he's on the all rookie teams more than anything because there's not a lot of rookie centers. But Monheim late, not a bad pick at all. And then LaQuinn Allen, again, I'd give that a solid draft pick. But overall, doesn't add up to a ton. The only two teams. First, and I'll get into the analysis and how they came to this grade, but the only two teams lower, Buffalo at 31 and Green Bay at 32. So more on that list. And look, I think incomplete is the better, fairer judgment, because if you take any NFL team and you take the top 3 picks in what's already been a thinned out draft because of a trade, but you take the top 3 picks and you really limit the amount of time they're even available due to injury, and it's really hard to be too aware of just what this draft class is. But between Hunter, Lane, and Milam, there's a lot of injury there and not many games played. Total them all up, you don't get to a season counting everybody's. So anyway, there's that. Listen, all that said, I don't think there's any feeling other than arrow up around here. I think that the Jags and their self-evaluation, us here in the local media, you, the fan base, I don't feel like that's a C-, bottom of the league draft yet. I got to see the plans for some of these guys that we haven't seen develop. I tell you what, though, there is this. Imagine this. These guys took over a 4-13 football team, got nothing out of a draft class, and went 13-4. That's some coaching. They took over a 4-13 football team, swung for the fences with a big-time draft night trade. They got injured before we reached midseason, got virtually nothing else from the draft class. And again, I don't mean to say nothing. Monheim and Tootin and Allen, their efforts were needed, but they weren't much over replacement value performances, right? About any backup, any second team running back in the league is going to give you what Tootin gave you. Any backup center in the league, for the most part, to be able to play the position as Monheim did. It's about growth with this class. And again, just from this one NFL.com grade, plenty of room to grow as they get the 30 designation. All right, Gator basketball last night, and Gator boys stay hot. Florida's playing really good basketball. They are not under anybody's radar. The discussion now on the halftime shows and the bracketology and the columns you might read. I haven't looked at the net rankings yet, but Florida's going to continue to rise, especially as some of those above them fall. But the bottom line takeaway is they are right now sitting here today, capable of beating anybody. And a team that I'll admit, I said there ain't no way they get past Sweet 16. They just they don't have a consistent enough play in the backcourt. But those guys are finding themselves. Can Lee hit 3 or maybe even 4 3-pointers on a consistent basis? I don't know. We'll have to see. Hit a couple last night, especially in the first half. Got a little hot. Boogie's a player now. Boogie can go into that interior and find space and rise and hit short jumpers. He's a good defender. He's a really good athlete. Again, he kind of gives me Kyrie vibes a little bit. The way that he can play, especially in the paint among the big guys. And the front court just keeps being the front court that they are. A dominant, steamrolling unit. And so Florida now, Georgia's a high-scoring basketball team. Gators held them to 27 in the first half. They cruised to an easy 20-point victory. Florida's one of the few teams in college basketball that, according to the metrics, is a top 10 offensive team and a top 10 defensive team. The backcourt needs to continue to come together. I've been pumping up the need for Isaiah Brown, and he showed up again last night. Gave more playing time. He hit 3 3-pointers. I think he had 11, 12 points. They're growing into a team suddenly that does look like they are, I don't know if they're that Michigan, but I don't know. I mean, Arizona seems like they're one of the best teams in the country, and that game was anybody's to have, down to the very end. But bottom line, bounce back. Not bounce back. Keep bouncing along game for Florida. They have bounced back since that loss to Auburn not too long ago. NBA heads into its All-Star weekend. We got news and notes from the league. And let's don't forget another big event that's going to be right here near the First Coast. We do not pay this segment of our audience enough due. There are a lot more fans of this sport in this event than we probably recognize. And the first flag has fallen at Daytona, where the 500 is just around the corner. And an interesting storyline that goes along with last night's pole position. So we are loaded up and ready to play the TPC Stadium course today. Home of the Players. We'll talk Players Championship with Lee Smith, the executive director. We'll do that a little bit later this morning. We will have our weekly conversation with Fred Taylor. That's coming up this morning, 8 o'clock. Fred back from the Super Bowl, so his thoughts on just the now completely concluded NFL season, the Jags offseason plans and perspective on what we certainly hope could and should be a really good 2026 season. You are listening to The Drill live on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Hey, this is Donnie Edwards, former NFL linebacker. Just want to give a shout out to our men and women serving in our military, especially in the city of Jacksonville. And you're listening to 1010XL Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Mike Dempsey here, and it's commercial truck season at Duval Ford. Right now, your business can drive off with serious savings. Thanks to Section 179 of the IRS tax code, you can immediately deduct the full purchase price of qualifying new or pre-owned work trucks and equipment this year, instead of depreciating it over time. Upgrade your fleet, lower your tax bill, and get to work fast. Visit DuvalFord.com to explore inventory or stop by 1616 Cassett Avenue today for big number 1 Duval Ford.
Low mortgage rates are back. Listen, Loan Pronto has fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. It's the lowest in years. Hey, gang, Prosser here. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time. Or you can keep your primary mortgage intact, get cash out, equity with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loans. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, some car loans, and cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now. See what option works best for you, but don't miss this big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous rapid equity loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com. No hard credit pull. 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. APR for well-qualified buyers.
Visit NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
To catch more fish, you gotta think like a fish. Captain Kevin and the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show, reeled in by the Pest Pros at Royal Pest Services, and awaken 180 weight loss.
Thursday nights at 6
on 1010XL AM.
Don't miss your chance to see LPGA Tour Stars of Tomorrow competing at Atlantic Beach Country Club March 5th through the 7th. It's the Epsom Tours Atlantic Beach Classic presented by Access Golf. And it's the first stop on the pathway to the top 15 ladies receiving LPGA Tour cards at the end of the season. So get out there and watch some high-quality golf. Support the ladies of tomorrow. Tickets and information available at AtlanticBeachClassic.com. That's AtlanticBeachClassic.com.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
If you're ready to transform your yard with a fence that stands out, elevate your curb appeal with Superior Fence and Rail. Superior takes pride in offering first-class service, friendly installers, and unmatched fence products. Mention this ad and get $250 off your next project. It's time to get off the fence and call today.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Here's hoping for a Raise the Roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
When you head out for a night with friends or going to the big game, don't forget the best game plan to win the night is to designate a driver and guarantee a safe ride home. Hydrating between buds is the best play you can make. Bud Light, reminding all to drink wiser.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
I've had a lot of fun through the years. When I say through the years, I should say back in the day, covering the Daytona 500. And and we've talked about this, before. Sports have changed so much, media access. But it's hard to imagine, and Hick knows this even better than I. He had about a 5-year head start covering the Daytona 500. But going down there in the early 90s, E.T., you could just walk into the garages and, Dale Earnhardt could be sitting in his car and Richard Childress under the hood and just walk up with a microphone and talk to these dudes. It's what they expected. They didn't bristle. Sometimes almost like a driver on the driving range. If they're in the middle of something, you could wait. But I'm just saying, you just zip through there. It was unbelievable. Now it's completely changed. They're all cordoned off. But fans, too. You can walk right up, belly up to the dadgum fender sometimes of these cars, and they're heroes and they're stars, and it remained popular. It's taken some dips and dives here and there, but man, don't tell NASCAR fan that NASCAR is not still super popular. And again, we could play the ratings game or other measurables, and NASCAR, has its stages where they're probably not getting the attention maybe they deserve. But don't look now. The Daytona 500, to my point, is this Sunday, and it remains the biggest of all NASCAR races. We're just so fortunate where we sit here in our, area, our market, so to speak, and we have one of the premier top 5 golf tournaments in the world that comes here every year. And we have, if you're a NASCAR fan, you like stock car racing, you like motorsports, we have the Super Bowl of stock car racing, as it said, 75, 80 miles down the road every year. Well, they qualified for Daytona last night, and I bring up this big preamble because it's a interesting story. Kyle Busch wins the Daytona 500 pole. It's the first time he's ever won the pole at Daytona, but there's a bigger storyline here. He's trying to finish off his career. He left Joe Gibbs. He had a lot of success. He's Richard Childress Racing. If you're not familiar, Richard Childress was in conjunction with Dale Earnhardt when Earnhardt was winning. Kyle Busch, though, in his great career, and he's been a NASCAR champion, he's never won the Daytona 500. This will be his 21st attempt. He hasn't won a NASCAR Cup Series victory in almost 3 years. It feels like Kyle Busch's name has still been, kind of in the forefront of NASCAR, but he hadn't won since June 4th of 2023. That was his first season with RCR. He's now entering a contract year. Took a leap last night. In the number 8 Chevy, Busch had the fastest time. I wish I had the text line today. I'd ask you, NASCAR fan, it feels like 183.6 is kind of low for a qualifying speed down there, no? Anyway, he'll start alongside Chase Briscoe on the front row on Sunday. And as you probably know, the duels will decide the rest of the order. It's a terrific speed weeks at Daytona, and I'm sure there are a lot of folks on the highway right now. We'll see y'all later as you pass through St. Johns County on the way down to Daytona, not just for today, but for some other days. So we'll keep you up to date on that Daytona schedule. But I kind of feel like it's like this with Daytona and NASCAR. Like, I feel like when we talk Jags and baseball and other sports, I can tell fans of those sports things they don't know, right? I think I can kind of lead some paths of some stuff. But when it comes to NASCAR, I don't have I don't have any insight. So then my job becomes informing the masses without offending the guys who know a lot. Who know a lot more than you do. So anyway, there's that. You want to play a little quarterback matchmaking?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, me too. Let me see what I got here. This is from Pro Football Focus. We've talked about this. We got quarterback issues here. If you're a bottom team, if you're not a playoff team, unless you have an out of Burrow or Lamar or Patrick Mahomes or one of the teams that missed the postseason, maybe in some cases in large part because of their quarterback injuries. But if you're the Jets or the Dolphins, or there's just a lot of them, there's uncertainty at the quarterback position. And so I will say this also in addition when it comes to Trevor Lawrence and the season he had. Thank goodness he got playing well enough that it's a big advantage in the NFL to not have quarterback issues.
Yes.
To not have any quarterback questions. It's a big, big advantage in the National Football League if you fall into that part of your growth chart. Feels like they are there. I think we need a follow-up complete season to have this conversation again next year with like 1,000% certainty. But as we sit here now, it's really nice to not be an NFL team that is, quote, in search of a quarterback or has quarterback issues. So there's going to be a lot of musical chairs here. This is just Pro Football Focus suggesting some designations and landing spots for both players who are probably going to be on the move and teams who most likely are going to be in the market and employ new quarterbacks. The Raiders. All right, there's different categories here. Teams needing immediate starters. Raiders, this one's easy. Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman winner, the national champion quarterback, the number 1 overall pick. He's a match there. Here's hoping for the Raiders' sake that he's that guy.
Yes.
Another needing immediate starter, the New York Jets. They suggest Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh.
Now, that would require a trade in the division. Doesn't feel like we see that a lot, especially when it comes to
the quarterback position.
Right. If I'm a Dolphin fan, I'm excited about this. Dolphins, Malik Willis.
Oh, yeah.
I like Malik Willis. Indianapolis Colts, Daniel Jones.
Okay.
Smart, stick. I don't know how soon he can be back, and figure out an interim plan. And let's see if Daniel Jones can't be Sam Darnold. I'm sure that's the thought. Daniel Jones, much like Sam Darnold. Took him a while before he was. All right. The Steelers, Mac Jones. Now, I've seen some recent reports out of San Francisco that the Niners don't want him to leave. And I can kind of feel that, man. Brock Purdy had another good year. Statistically, Brock Purdy is checking the boxes, but he's starting to wonder about him. Am I the only one? All right, Mac to the Steelers. The Cardinals, they say retain Kyler Murray. You know what? I think I might do that.
Yeah.
Who are you going to put in there? Can I get with a new coach, can I get a new one? Can we get one last shot before I let the number 1 overall pick go? Can we?
Okay.
You know, I got Marvin Harrison Jr. Can I put him in a system? And all right, this is it, though. I'll give you 1 year.
You forget he was the number 1 overall pick.
Number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
You also forget those boys came to Jacksonville about 3 years ago, and
whooped us.
he was going to be the MVP.
MVP that season, yeah.
So I mean, doesn't it seem like it's possible that you let Kyler Murray go and you look up in 2 years and he's in the conference championship game somewhere?
He has that skill.
So maybe PFF in this case is right. They keep Kyler Murray on the Cardinals. Team seeking depth. This isn't as important. Those were more starter roles. But they say the Vikings, Kirk Cousins. And again, these teams, you could go past seeking depth and say, yeah, their quarterback is sketch. These guys could take that job. Tyler Huntley, Browns. Yeah, been there, done that. Joe Flacco, Falcons. Is Flacco still a thing?
Jeez.
Anyway. All right, that grade that was handed out to James Gladstone, some more particulars, how some other teams did. As a reminder on last year's draft, this one, very important, very important. We show our major interest in the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise from about mid-August to mid-January. It's awfully important from Feb 1 to May 31st. Awfully important what chess pieces are moved and what the Jags are able to accomplish here in these next couple of weeks. Okay, a lot more on our schedule. We're just getting up and rolling. We are live at the Players. We're at the clubhouse here at TPC Stadium course. Nice and it's stately would be a word here.
Yeah.
It's a stay. I feel like we're doing the show from a parlor room.
Yeah, like we're in some boardroom.
You are listening to The Drill on 1010XL.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, it's every driver's dream.
Dale Earnhardt will win the Daytona 500.
When the green flag drops in Daytona, you'll hear the heart-pounding action on Jacksonville's NASCAR station. 1010XL, revved up by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Bro, have you heard about the hottest and newest sports league in town?
Vanguard Sports League isn't just VIP, it's the standard. Smoke-filled tunnel intros, cool benches with canopies, big scoreboards, championship rings, and convenient locations all across Jacksonville. Oh, and mascot potties there hyping everyone up every game. No wonder it's the talk of the town. Spring and summer registration now open.
Search VanguardSportsLeague.com today.
Give a unique gift this Valentine's Day to that special person in your life with a custom-made candle or body care product from Wick, a candle bar. Locations in San Marco and Jax Beach.
Renewal by Andersen is celebrating Free Window February. For a limited time, buy 4 replacement windows or doors and get the 5th free. Plus, enjoy 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 12 months. Our Acclaim Impact windows are built for Florida, designed to help you save on energy bills while keeping your home comfortable year-round. Offer ends February 28th. Restrictions apply. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free in-home consultation. License number CGC 1527613. Renewal by Andersen, where comfort meets quality.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Frank Frangie here. If you're expecting a tax return this year, here's a smart way to use it. Invest in new tires from Big Chief Tire. It's one of the best things you can do for your car and your safety. I've been going to Big Chief for years because they do it right every time. Put that refund to good use and hit the road with confidence. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 today and let Big Chief take care of you. That's Big Chief Tire.
Get ready to break on through this Valentine's night. Experience the Ultimate Doors Tribute live at Thrasher Horn Center February 14th. Get tickets at thcenter.org.
Checkmate. I'm Brendan Cecilia, founder of Checkmate Coatings.
And I'm Chester, company mascot at your service.
There are 2 important steps to installing the perfect garage floor. The 2-stage coating application? Sure. But nothing is more important than preparing the floor. Our team uses diamond grinding machines to grind your floors to a smooth, level finish. Only then can we...
Hold on! You grind garage floors with perfectly lovely diamonds?
No, Chester. We grind floors to perfection using the very best ugly diamonds. Too ugly for jewelry, but perfect for the grinding pads we use to prep the surface.
Perfect preparation and application. Now that's a perfect marriage.
Ugly diamonds?
Check. Perfect preparation?
Check. Smooth, gorgeous, gleaming floors that really catch your eye? Checkmate!
Transforming your floors, making them great. Checkmate.
Visit checkmatecoatings.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, we are back live here. Oh, the serenity of TPC Sawgrass. Sun getting ready to rise. It's a media day, so we get to take a tour of the facility and try our luck where the best golfers in the world can often struggle. And as you come out and watch them play here this week, often some of the more memorable moments are the failures where it's hard to get it done under the highest of pressure and in some cases toughest of conditions. This golf course, like many of the famous golf courses in the world, its difficulty is often relying on the weather.
Remember last time we played here? The thunder, the torrential downpour that came down.
Oh, did it? Yeah, we had a stopper. That was just me, you, and Hick.
Me, you, and
that one.
Yeah, and like we barely got to 17.
Oh yeah,
barely.
Yeah. You're right, man. Well, today it looks like the weather's going to be good. My man here thought it was going to be like 80 degrees. He's all shorts. And
Fleming Island weather.
I said, hey man. I said, did you look at? Yes, you. I said, you should be okay in the shorts, but I mean, you know the weather today, right? It's only going up to like 60.
I did not even like swap over to check Bonaventure.
Yeah. Yeah, so you'll be all right. If you got long sleeves, you'll be okay, I think so. But I think the weather's supposed to be nice. I think the sun's supposed to come out. I don't think there's a whole lot of wind. And so that'll be fun. We're looking forward to it. The Gator basketball team just keeps on keeping on, as they say. Blew the doors off of Mike White and the Georgia Bulldogs last night. So Florida is surging at the right time. They got a big win at home against Kentucky this weekend. Ooh, that's a nice game.
That's gonna be a good one.
Kentucky right now is in second place in the SEC. I saw Texas A&M lost another nail-biter last night to Missouri, so Florida's lead over them is extended, and lo and behold, you look up here as we approach the home stretch, and Florida's starting to position itself about where they started the season among expectations in the top 5. They're getting there. That's where they're headed. Now, again, you got to finish it off. You got some tough games. You got to still play Kentucky. They've got Arkansas. I can't remember if that's home or away, and Arkansas might very well be the second best team. But look, Florida's already beaten Alabama. They've already beaten Tennessee once. They've already won at Vandy. They've already won at Texas A&M. They've swept Georgia, who spent some time ranked in the top 20 this year. Nice win, though, for the Gator basketball team last night. RJ gets stuck back in studio this morning. But I got an NBA question for you there, Chief.
Sir. He just perked up.
Huh?
He just perked up.
He perked up, did he? Is he there?
I'm here.
RJ, you there? Okay. What do you like the All-Star game format?
No.
What is it about it that you don't like? Is it a hard don't like or just meh?
It's a hard don't like.
Right. What is it about the old game that you'll miss?
The competitiveness.
Did the All-Star game's competitiveness not end a few years ago?
Oh yeah, it's been dead years ago.
I don't understand that. I'm going to ask you guys both a question. Shame on NBA superstars. Basketball is a game you can go out and play full speed with a little bit of pride and try. You're at some extreme injury risk. Yes. Shame on them for acting like they're football players who at any moment could tear an ACL or suffer a concussion. So shame on the, quote, superstars of the league for allowing they're on their watch.
Yep.
that they've allowed the All-Star game to deteriorate to this, and that's kind of my big point. But if you missed it, the All-Star game also this weekend, and they split it now into two. And Kevin Durant called it. They're the old heads.
Yeah.
You got the old heads, you got the young bucks, and then you got the internationals.
And the Nationals going to wipe them by the way.
And that's what everyone seems to be saying. But Kevin Durant, who is always quick to get in his feelings, said this last night. You should ask the Europeans in the world team if they're going to compete. If you look at Luka and Jokic now, let's go back and look at what they do in the All-Star games. Is that competition? We haven't questioned what they've been doing, but we're going to question the old heads and the Americans. But these two dudes out there, Luka and Jokic, they don't care about the game at all. These dudes be laying on the floor. They're shooting from half court. But you got to worry about the old heads playing hard? I can read between the lines, bro. It's just an overall topic everybody has been talking about. They split the rosters into 3, and if you want to see who's on what, then feel free. And they'll play a little bit of a round robin. They basically stolen this concept from the NHL, who had terrific results and success from their All-Star game and their format when they put it forward last year. But I was just curious to get a couple of you guys. What about you, E? Where are you on the
I'm the same way, man.
With RJ?
Yeah, I'm the same. Like, it's a hard no for me. Like, just the competition, the competitive edge is gone. Like you said, Jeff, like they don't play hard, but in the summers, they go open gym. Oh, they're getting busy.
Yeah, I don't get it. It doesn't. It's time to showcase, and now it's become this and one, clear the lane, who can do dunks, stupid left-handed 3-pointers, all this nonsense, man. It's strange. All right, let me ask you guys, what's that?
The level of dumbassery in that quote that Kevin Durant gives. I mean, in the first half, it used to be, listen, we're going to let everybody get their moves off, get their dunks off and whatever, but you used to have an old head, and for a lot of these guys, such as Kobe and Kevin Garnett, they say Gary Payton would come into the locker room and say, all right, the fans got their first half. This is for the money now. Everybody stop playing. We're playing for real. This is 5-on-5. And the coaches knew in the fourth quarter, hey, we're putting in the best 5. We're going against the East best 5. And, everybody be cool with that. And
I mean, and sometimes the entertainment and the competition can match. I was at the All-Star game in Orlando where Magic Johnson came out of retirement to play in the All-Star game. And those guys were taking it serious to either stop him or see if he could score on him at the end of that All-Star game. But, yeah, to your point, there was definitely a lot more try hard. Now, one last thing. Would you be opposed to splitting it up, or would it matter? I just don't think these guys get any point of pride of playing good or winning the All-Star game or anything else. What is there, how many likes they got on social media, how many followers, right? They're not searching for their notoriety where they should be, and for us, and winning. It seems that way. Would you guys be opposed to a U.S. team versus an international team in the All-Star game?
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
What about that, RJ?
Isn't that what they're doing now? I mean,
kinda.
The thing is, my problem has been, and I think what Adam Silver's idea is trying to be, is that the U.S. still has the best players in all the world. Now, if the world were to win this, even if this is supposed to be just a run up and down game, if the world wins this, does it make the quote unquote NBA product look bad because your U.S. players, your homegrown players that are supposed to be quote unquote the best in the world, lost to an international team? Now, granted, this international team is going to be without Luka Doncic. The U.S. is also going to be without Steph Curry. Anthony Edwards, I believe, said he isn't playing either. So, I mean, it's apples and oranges at this point. I mean, I'm crying over spilled milk when it comes to all of this. However, what does Adam Silver say if this is quote unquote to go south and the international team wins, when this is supposed to be a game where you said based off the Olympics, we saw the USA team against international players and saw what they did. They should be able to do the exact same thing in a few days when we're out there in LA, and we should have the same level of competition. If you don't have that and you lose, what's the response by Adam Silver? That's going to be a story for me.
Yeah, that's a story y'all can jump into. I don't sense that mandate in this. I'd sense a desperate attempt to try and drum up interest, whether it's from the fans or from the players. But maybe Kevin Durant's old head remarks, whether or not they're accurate, can at least create a little bit of.
KD's been trying to argue that this has been supposed to have been East versus West still a long time ago. The complaint was that the East was too weak and didn't have the amount of talent and the amount of players that the West had. So then they tried to make it, let's make this a whole schoolyard thing, and we name 2 captains, and then you guys choose your teams, and we'll go from there. The last great All-Star game, and I always hate saying this, the last great All-Star game that we had, unfortunately, we had to lose one of the greatest players of all time for you guys to take it serious. Since that happened, you guys have cared less. You've said, listen, the money, what is an extra $1 million going to do for me when I'm making $100 million? That $1 million probably goes to charity. We're going to probably use this just as a break because we're playing an 82-game season. You got to start questioning, do you have the right commissioner in the NBA? Because this is absolutely stupid at this point when it comes to the level of tanking that we've seen in the NBA over the last couple of weeks, and we're going to see it over the next 2 months. The way the All-Star game is going on right now, it's dumb to me. I'm sorry, Jeff. I know my place. I'm really just supposed to be a fill-in right now, but I mean,
no. That's why I ask your opinion. Don't get your feels on me. I'm listening to you. No, yeah. To me, here's the problem with the All-Star game for me. Who is, a bigger NBA fan than most, at least as far as casual interest and sometimes a little beyond. I couldn't tell you a thing about the last 5-10 All-Star games. Couldn't tell you a thing. Not a thing that I read or an in-game situation, who won, who did this, and I don't know if that puts me in the minority or majority. All right, let me switch gears here. Looking for the best draft last year, Chicago Bears, at least according to this is an NFL.com. Gennaro Felice is your expert here. Well, he's an editor there at NFL.com. I don't know if you know that, but anyway, A grade, Colston, Loveland, Luther, Burden, among those taken at the top of that draft. Kyle Monangai, 7th round running back. He flashed for the Bears this year. The number 2 draft, the team that traded with us. So the Cleveland Browns go number 2. Mason Graham was not a superstar. He was a solid player. But Carson Schlesinger was a really good pick at a running back. At linebacker, Quinshon Judkins flashed. Harold Fannin Jr., terrific pick in round 3 where they got him. Dylan Sampson flashed at running back. Then they got the 2 quarterbacks, who knows what there. Seattle, another, that's the Super Bowl team. They had the number 3 draft. They get an A-. The point is, I got to go all the way down to the bottom to find at least NFL.com's ranking of James Gladstone's first draft, and it's not good. Number 30, C-. They list the picks, and then they say this. Entering 25, no rookie garnered more intrigue than Hunter. Shoot, who's one of the most fascinating individuals in the entire league. Spawned wonder with his 2-way play, with the Heisman winner's throwback workload translate. Sadly, the experiment ended before Halloween, and just when it was getting good, following a breakout offensive performance against the Rams, Hunter corralled 8 for 101, both season highs. First touchdown, he suffered non-contact knee injury. Now all we have to do is wait until next season. GM James Gladstone continues to stress that the 2-way plan remains the same, but it's annoying to exit year 1 without much proof of concept. Then doesn't go much into the rest of the class because, quite frankly, there's not much a lot to report. So when you make the kind of move they did and give up what they gave up, the multiple first-rounders, the changing of the second-rounder, then your draft will be judged almost entirely on that player and how he performs. Let's come back with a football fix. You're listening to The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
This is your VSIN Action Update, brought to you by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Florida Gators blow out Georgia 85-66 in Athens yesterday for their 4th consecutive victory. North Florida, a 12.5-point underdog in Fort Myers against Florida Gulf Coast. Jacksonville laying a 1.5 with the Edmunds Center in DeLand against Stetson, 137.5 the total. Kyle Busch on the pole at the Daytona 500 for the first time in his career, 183.925 miles an hour. On the outside of row 1, Chase Briscoe. Busch 11-1 to win it. Briscoe 20-1. Race favorite Denny Hamlin at 9-1. The duels at Daytona today will determine the remainder of the starting grid. Progressive helping veterans drive their lives forward. More info, keysofprogress.com. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
Valentine's Day is sweet, but let's be honest, your septic tank wants attention too. Because when it gets ignored, it doesn't sulk, it causes problems, big ones. That's why DuckDuckRooter, the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, is rolling out the Show Your Septic Some Love promotion. Right now, get $50 off septic tank pumping when you book by February 28th. Give your septic a little love now so it doesn't make a big scene later. When you start, call the Duck, 904-862-6769, duckduckrooter.com.
This is the kind of sandwich you don't rush. French dip at Firehouse Subs. Premium roast beef loaded with caramelized onions, melted provolone cheese, and topped with Italian seasoning. Stacked on a toasted garlic bread roll with hot au jus for dipping. For a limited time at Firehouse Subs.
Been in a car crash? I'm local attorney Rick Alexander, and I've made it our mission at the Alexander Law Practice to listen to you so I can fight for the best possible result for you. I've been practicing over 30 years. And our team focuses on guiding you through the entire process. And because fees and reimbursement costs come out at the end of the case, I will never ask you to come out of pocket. For a free review, call 904-400-6600 or log on to alexanderlawpractice.com, Jacksonville.
Hey gang, Hickett here. Guys, listen up. Valentine's is coming. You want to be a hero this year with something really romantic? It's easier than you think at Beard's Diamonds. Beards has put together a stunning selection of timeless, affordable jewelry she'll absolutely love. Dazzling rings, sparkling earrings, elegant pendants and bracelets, set with brilliant diamonds or colorful gemstones. Classic gold that never goes out of style. And you can't beat the wow factor of top brand designer jewelry. They got it all at Beards. And here's the best part right now. Save up to 40% on all diamond stud earrings, pendants, and tennis bracelets. You know, cards, flowers, and candy are sweet, but nothing says I love you forever like a sparkling gift she'll wear and cherish every single day. Plus, Beards is your local Jacksonville jeweler, family-owned and community-strong for more than 45 years right here in the St. John's Town Center, not some Wall Street chain. Hurry in today. Don't wait. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. Get up to 40% off diamond earrings, pendants, and tennis bracelets.
This is Jeff Middlecoff with Cogent Bank. My associate Ryan Salem and I joined Cogent Bank because we wanted to revolutionize the mortgage business, just like Cogent Bank has revolutionized the banking business. So Ryan Salem and I are able to leverage the power and stability of Cogent Bank to go out and find our clients the best investors, the best products, and the best rates in the entire country for your particular mortgage loan. Of course, you don't have to be a customer at Cogent Bank to take advantage of our mortgage services to buy or refinance your home. We offer jumbo loans, VA, FHA, conventional, and investment loans. At Cogent Bank, we offer mortgages nationwide, so we can help you with a second home or help a family member who lives or is moving to another state. Call Ryan Salem or myself, Jeff Middlecoff, at Cogent Bank today, 904-442-9191, to see how we can help you with any of your mortgage loan needs, whatever or wherever they may be.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, Cogent Bank, NMLS ID 402296, Ryan Salem, NMLS ID 1182429, Jeff Middlecoff, NMLS ID 249086.
David Garrard here, and once again, I'm reporting good news about how good my knees are doing following PRP treatment at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. For an old quarterback like me, my knees are in great shape.
You don't have to be a celebrity or a professional athlete to appreciate the everyday personal attention you'll receive at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. For any orthopedic need, call on the pros at SOS.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Royal Pest Services, a local company you can trust. Royal Pest is a certified installer of tap insulation, which stands for thermal, acoustic, and pest control. Reduce that electric bill by adding pest protection. It's that easy. Online at royalpestservices.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, we are back with a football fix. You're listening to The Drill today, live on location. We're at TPC Sawgrass. It's Media Day today. We'll be catching up with TPC Executive Director Lee Smith as we move through our Thursday morning. Thanks for being with us. Man, what up with Joey Porter, dude?
Oh, he went crazy.
Did you see this? First, I'll tell you that the football fix is brought to you by another St. Johns County gym of a golf course, the Julington Creek Golf Club, the home course. Tee it high and let it fly, and I'll see you on the home course. The former Steelers linebacker and assistant coach was on a podcast Super Bowl week, and he was asked about Ben Roethlisberger. His response, he wasn't a good quarterback or person. I'm sorry, wasn't a good teammate or person. He also said that Roethlisberger and linebacker James Harrison broke the brotherhood by discussing team business and criticizing former head coach Mike Tomlin on their own podcast. Oh, kind of like you're doing now? Harrison broke the brotherhood, Porter said. Then 7, Roethlisberger definitely broke the brotherhood. Out of anybody that should talk, he should never grab a microphone and really talk Steeler business, because if we all talk Steelers business, his blank is foul of all foul. The bleep that he did is foul of all foul. He's not a good teammate. Won a Super Bowl with him, but the person, just not a good teammate. He knows that. Anybody in the Steelers building knows that, but we protected him. Because I've won 1 Super Bowl, and that was my quarterback. So did I love my quarterback? Yeah. But is he a good person? No. Whew.
Yeah. Joey, he gave him the business.
It was on with Cameron Haywood's podcast, Not Just Football. Didn't mince word about either one of them. Porter was the team captain during that same stretch. He told Hayward he was particularly frustrated by some of Roethlisberger's actions as a rookie. In one instance, Roethlisberger refused to sign memorabilia for teammates' families, something that was common practice in the locker room. He was telling people, no, I'm not going to sign that. So once he did that, who they come and tell? The captain. When he first did it to Chris Hoke, I was like, damn, that's messed up, man. I grabbed it from Hoke, took it over there, and told him to sign it. But then when he did it to Aaron Smith, now I got to have a meeting with Roethlisberger. Like, you're a rookie. You're a young guy. You can't tell my vets you're too cool to blah, blah, blah. And on it goes.
Man.
You're going to get into Roethlisberger's humanities. You're going to have to stop at a Georgia bathroom. Man, I'm just saying, if you are. Speaking of athletes gone bad, Darren Lee, the former Ohio State prospect, Jets first rounder, first-degree murder charges on his death of his girlfriend in Tennessee, due back in court March 9th.
Guys, what's going on? People.
Lee told deputies the woman might have fallen down in the shower, but extensive amounts of blood, different areas of the residence, including former charges, and it was pretty clear, at least to authorities, who did it. All right, that's a football fix. Enough of these downers. We'll continue to talk golf and players, visit with the executive director, and more. Hick and Arrival comes your way next. You are listening to The Drill, live on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It begins with a dream.
Cinderella story, a former greenskeeper now about to become the Masters champion.
It looks like I'm a wreck. It's in the hole!
1010XL.
It's in the hole!
92.5 FM.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
This is the home of the Florida Gators. Get your Gators hoops on 1010XL. Brought to you by the personal injury attorneys of Farah and Farah, Randy Marion Cadillac of Jacksonville, and Renewal by Anderson, custom windows and doors.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. When you need a trailer hitch, gooseneck, or RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We've been doing it for 55 years, and customer service is our #1 priority. Visit cannonsofjacks.com.
If you miss an interview, it'll be waiting for you on demand.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Search where you find podcasts.
And at 1010XL.com.
Trained by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, it's Taylor. Valentine's Day is quickly approaching. Don't fall into the same routine of last-minute grocery store runs, picked-over flowers, and forgettable chocolates. Make a new play this year with a gift from Peterbrook Chocolatier. Choose from beautifully crafted artisan chocolates or a gift basket filled with the perfect mix of sweet, salty, crunchy, and creamy treats. With 15 North Florida locations, you likely drove past one today. Up your game this Valentine's Day with a gift that truly impresses. Find your closest location at peterbrook.com. That's peterbrook.com.
Do you have clicking, popping, swelling, or pain in your knee or shoulder? This can be due to arthritic changes in your joints. Over time, you have wear and tear of your cartilage. I am Dr. George Bari, and here at Bari Orthopedics, we have numerous ways to treat your arthritis, such as regenerative medicine, including PRP and joint replacements with CT guidance for accuracy down to the millimeter. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, call us for an appointment today, or log on to bariorthopedics.com.
Find out more at bariorthopedics.com. That's BAHRI orthopedics.com.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
We've all been there. You hear about an incredible event Monday morning, but it happens Sunday. Stop missing out. Jacksonville is the flip side of Florida, and we have the solution. From under-the-radar sporting events to the perfect family outing or date night, Visit Jacksonville is your all-access pass to the city. Plan your 2026 season at visitjacksonville.com/locals. visitjacksonville.com/locals. Or download the Visit Jax app for the full lineup. See what you've been missing.
Low mortgage rates are back. Listen, Loan Pronto has fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. It's the lowest in years. Hey, gang, Prosser here. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time. Or you can keep your primary mortgage intact, get cash out, equity with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loans. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, some car loans, and cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now. See what option works best for you, but don't miss this big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous rapid equity loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com. No hard credit pull. 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. APR for well-qualified buyers. Visit
NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Hall & Sons Plumbing. The NFL has released the players that are invited to this year's scouting combine, and 6 local guys are on the list, including former offensive tackle for the Florida Gators, Austin Barber, who went to Trinity Christian. Quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes, Carson Beck, who went to Mandarin, and Jack Pyburn, defensive end for the LSU Tigers, who played his high school football at the Bowl School. Right now, 57 degrees at 7:02. Time and 10, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
You know it! Yes, sir! Let's get it on, boys and girls. Hello, Jacksonville. Woo! Woo!
Should I shut the parlor door?
Bro, we gotta go. We're in a library. We're in a library.
Oh. What'd you do? You turned me down again.
Bro, because you were loud.
I need to be back. I need to be heard.
I'm a voice.
It's all good, baby.
Oh, wow. Well,
You probably should shut that door, though. It's going to be loud in here. It'll be loud here in the Fincham Library.
Yeah, it gets a little salty, a little off color.
Yeah.
I got some coffee now. I managed the whole hour without coffee.
And
that
by
may
the
be a
way-
drill first.
And by the way, I've solved all of basketball's problems.
Oh, that's
I need
exciting.
E here for this announcement. I'm stealing this idea, but there are no new ideas. They're all stolen. And I know how to fix the All-Star game. I could make it the greatest, most fun thing to watch ever.
You said you're stealing the idea?
Yeah, I'm stealing it.
You watched something on social media, didn't you?
Damn right. It's a great idea.
Long-haired, half black, half white guy?
Yep, you got it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mendenhall Bowl.
All right.
White v. black.
That'd be
Let's
good
go.
for racial discord.
It's not racial discord. It'd be great. Wouldn't people like that or no? Huh?
I don't know.
No? You would be interested?
Of course, I would be.
Yeah,
I'm
be
a sports
interested.
guy.
Huh? Culture like it?
Be an implication. Yeah, you'd definitely find an implication if you broke the roster up that way, right? You'd have to do some explaining.
RJ, what'd you think of that?
From an interest standpoint.
I mean, like, jokingly, I was like, let Nick Wright cook. I mean, that's the idea in which you got it from. But, I mean, I'm just like, come on. You think that's going to wake the NBA All-Stars, quote-unquote, that's going to wake them up? A black versus white guy thing? Come on, dude. No.
I don't like you rated
What have I got? I got.
I got a team. You want to hear the team?
I'm curious.
Who wins? I mean, is it obvious who wins or no?
No.
Okay.
Be decent.
Good matchup.
I think it'd be okay if everybody's healthy. I mean,
Luka, Jokic,
Flag, Chet, Jokic.
Okay. We have to guard somebody on the perimeter.
Marketing.
We got a bunch of big guys.
Yeah.
Austin Reeves, I would assume.
Hero.
All right.
Giddy.
All right. If all right.
Yeah, SGA gonna take those points as cleaners, man.
And SGA.
Wemby on the
squad. Wemby.
Yeah.
Ooh. We're just getting going.
Right.
I mean, all of them.
No, Ant, SGA, Wemby, LeBron,
Donovan Mitchell,
Curry,
KD.
Mitchell, Kawhi, Durant, Embiid, Tatum, Brunson, Brown, Barnes, Murray.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's a tough one.
creates a problem.
It's a good line, though.
It can be a miracle on hardwood.
It made me chuckle.
Kawhi had a big fourth quarter last night. It's always fun to see a superstar say, okay, I'll take it from here, boys. 19 in the fourth. We lose sight with all the numbers that get thrown at us, and they're so available that 19 points in that's a lot of points in 12 minutes.
I don't just have like 25 in the first.
He had 25 in like 8 minutes the other night.
Sheesh.
I don't understand the NBA.
Okay.
And I'm not like you guys. I don't watch it religiously. But how can the Knicks lose to the Pacers at home in overtime and then beat the Sixers by 50?
Yeah.
How is that possible? The next night?
Yeah.
Next night?
That's you could ask that question about almost every
happens
team
all
in
the
every
time.
sport. Yeah, it's just, but I think that one more than anything is the product of 82 games.
Yeah,
and you're always playing somebody who's a professional, and if you don't have, or you have a night where it goes in and out instead of in and down, just there's a lot of reasons. But more than anything,
not like that.
Yeah,
you got to in and down is not.
You got to pace.
Deficit.
You got a Pacers team.
That's. Hey man, I got a late flight to Cabo. I got the private jet for the week.
Well, except that they play the next day.
Who?
The Knicks. Like, why would you?
The Knicks came to play, and now it's All-Star break.
Oh yeah. Oh, last night. Yeah. The Pacers are a dangerous, terrible team because with guys like Siakam and Nembhard to a degree, the Mathurin, the same guys that helped them go. If they have, if they all have good nights, they can play with somebody if they're engaged.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like talking NBA basketball, man. It's the same. It's like Groundhog Day with me and the Hawks. The same BS every year. I'm done. I'm done with the NBA. Wake me up when the playoffs get here and my team loses the 9-10 game, and when maybe next preseason I can hear again how they're a dark horse to go to the finals. The Celtics showed up. If we picked the NBA like we did other sports, I would not have been one that had the Celtics out of the playoffs. Not saying that I saw this, but that to me is the coach of the year. That dude in Boston, they're number 2 in the East.
Yeah, he's done a good job. Yeah. I look at that team and I don't
see
how
do they have a better record than the Knicks?
I see some guys shooting threes.
They got guys that you don't appreciate. Like Peyton Pritchard's a better player than just like the role, tag that you stick on them. They got some dudes.
Yeah. It's interesting. Good win for the Gators last night.
Yeah, they just keep stomping people.
Athens jumped out 10-0 and just cruised to victory. So they look good. Chinyelu. 20 rebounds.
Chinyulu's a rebounder, man.
SEC Defensive Player of the Year.
He's going to. What's the Gator? Where are we at on Gator record for single season rebounding?
I don't know, but I think there's only 3 guys who've ever gone back to back 250 in a year, and it's him, Joe, and maybe Al. I think that's it.
Yeah,
it's only 2 guys ever. There's a quiet buzz right now that amongst the association. That teams are tanking for Rubin.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So
they could get him in the top 5 of the 3rd round.
Continues to move up the chart.
There's 2 rounds.
I believe he'll be probably 4th overall.
4th overall in the 3rd round or 1st round?
No, 1st round.
Okay.
1st round, 4th pick.
Okay. I would more put the over/under as first pick, third
Also
round.
gave me a good little BTA.
Did he?
At the end of the game.
Oh, what's that right there? Oh, that's what he did?
Yeah, he gave me a little belt.
These two are in sync over here. It's
So
like
I enjoyed
rhythmic-
that. I
rhythmic
enjoyed
dancing.
that. Yeah. Saw your guy Sarah play a great game last night. Looked
Sarah
good.
hit a couple shots.
Yep. Played well. So all in all, good win. Now 9-2. Listen,
big game
again,
against Kentucky this weekend.
I'll continue to say it, man. SEC regular season, SEC tournament means something. Those are banners to me.
Sure, I think everyone.
We'll ask Patrick about that tomorrow.
Oh, I know. I think we know his answer.
I guarantee you that 18-0 that
Sure.
he put together, he's pretty proud of.
We asked the question yesterday. I'm not sure that in all three of Florida's national championship years, they didn't win the SEC tournament. Maybe not one of the ones with the 04s, but I feel like the 04s won one of the SECs at least.
Well, I know they won one against South Carolina because Joe was dancing.
I think they won another one, like in Memphis, maybe. But I don't know for sure. I know last year's Gator team won a conference champion tournament that was as difficult as the Final Four of the NCAA. It literally replayed there almost.
Yeah, it'll be fun. They definitely are a team with a chance. And again, I'm getting tired of Ravitch and Jimmy Dykes doing every game.
Yeah,
I like to mix it up a little bit, but they get to know the team a little bit. And
That's true
Jimmy
too.
was saying, listen, if they're at 32% from behind the arc, they are a tough team to beat.
That's fair.
And that's about right.
Yeah.
That's about right. They made threes last night. Every time Georgia would try to get – now, Georgia was out its top scorer, but, they were overmatched. And if Florida could hit
last night they hit on
3.5
on a banner night. They hit 36%.
Yeah.
And
that was good.
They don't on a banner. Some teams on banner nights hit higher. That doesn't matter. The problem is that's their peak. And can you hit your peak all the time? Maybe they can. Maybe they hit open shots.
Condon had 6 or 7 turnovers. I don't know what. Sometimes he tries to be like Magic or something. I don't know, like some of these passes that he makes. He whipped one last night. It's just, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, Golden has to sometimes go like, brah, what are we trying to cook here? What's this cross court behind the back thing that you're cooking up?
I'm to the point of the year that I like games late in the season where I'm seeing more and also seeing a successful Isaiah Brown. I just feel like for them to make a run, he's going to have to emerge into.
He's almost like this year's
a factor, not just
Aberdeen. Aberdeen started to come on last year late.
Yeah,
and this kid has shown something,
and he looks confident. He doesn't force it, but he's not afraid to shoot it.
He had 12 last night,
and I bet you his 3-point percentage is over 40%. I feel like he makes the majority of his.
I don't know about that. I have to look.
Aberdeen went over to Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
Is he playing well?
Yeah.
For them?
Oh yeah,
Well,
he's playing
good.
very well. Yeah. He's
He's a good player.
Guys.
They play this weekend. He in Gainesville.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be one.
That'll be a 3:00 Saturday tilt. So
quick question for you, Dan.
Yes, sir.
You said that there are teams in the association that are probably tanking for Chinlehu.
Yeah.
All right. Jeff.
Somewhat sarcastic.
I'm saying, Jeff, Atlanta owns New Orleans pick if it's top 4.
Yeah.
Let's say if he went to 4, I just did the Tankathon draft simulator. Atlanta has the 4 pick. Would you be willing to take him at 4?
Chinyalu?
Yeah.
He's kidding. Chinyalu's no. God, no.
I see it take Chinyalu.
At 4?
No, if they take Chinyalu,
that could give the Hawks the winning formula.
I'll quit. I'll quit the next day if they take Chinyalu. Chinyalu's the number 4 player in the NBA draft.
4th pick?
I will fly naked to his home country.
That's shame.
Wherever that is.
Nigeria. He's Nigerian.
Okay, well, I will be the true Nigerian nightmare when I walk off BAN. Huh? They'll arrest me, throw me in a Nigerian jail. You'll have to come save me. You too.
Booty, I'll bring you some clothes.
20 rebounds last night, my man.
Yeah,
he hit the boards.
Yeah. Dream Fighters Homes poll question today brought to you by our friends at Dream Fighters Homes, the official home builder of the Jacksonville Jaguars, the PGA Tour, which we are here today. Have a Dream Fighters home built right over here on the number 1 green. Maybe hang out over there. Then we can play every day. And the Florida Gators. Go to dreamfightershomes.com. Check them out. They are beautiful homes all throughout Jacksonville. I think there's 15 different locations.
15 of them things?
Oh, just like
Taylor Swift's exes?
Sorry, Trav.
No, we're not.
Okay. Unbelievable interest rate packages. They'll work with you first-time homeowners. I'm telling you, take advantage of Dream Fighters Homes and everything they have to offer. My man Zalupski on Twitter now. He's interacting with the Rays fans. It's pretty cool. So congratulations to him. That's pretty good stuff.
I saw Dreamfinders had a big event out here. I was walking around, milling around the lobby here of the palatial clubhouse of TPC Sawgrass, and they had an event I saw. And in fact, everyone signed the autographed the deal.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell the difference between men and women.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because men just scrabble like they're autograph seekers. And the only names you can actually read are the women that were in the tournament who very politely fill out their name.
Favorite Winter Olympic sport? Boys? Anything on skis? Figure skating, bobsled, luge, or hockey. Those are your 4 choices. Anything on skis, figure skating, bobsled, luge, or hockey. What say you, people?
I feel like
What is your personal favorite Olympic sport?
If I'm stuck watching generic non-U.S. Winter Olympics, I'd probably prefer to be watching some skiing competitions.
Okay.
But but U.S. hockey is really the only thing I find myself slightly interested in, and I don't know a thing about them. I think they start today.
I'm gonna have to go with the bobsled.
Bobsled,
That's
baby.
That's the only thing the culture will be part of in any of those sports.
Well, let's ask RJ. Maybe he has a favorite.
Some
Maybe RJ
people
loves
say,
the quad guy.
you can't believe Jamaica, we got a bobsled team. Nah, I'd probably watch. I don't know. I don't really watch the Winter Olympics, so
You know? Okay.
I guess bobsledding
Is there
because
anything
of cool
that would
runnings.
grab you if it were on, RJ? If you happen to click and go, oh, what's this? And then would you sit there and watch one of these 4 or no?
No,
No,
not
you would
really.
Thusly change. All right. By the way, the leader is hockey. Hockey has 39%. Anything on skis, 29%. Bobsled luge, 24%. Figure skating, 8%, which is funny because figure skating, generally speaking, is the highest rated of the events.
I think there's might be some other formats. If you
Guganella's here to vote.
Yeah, if you put it on maybe another radio format, you
Yeah.
might get a different answer there. It's always been a fascinating dynamic when it comes to, like, say, the Winter Olympics. Because if you're sitting at home in a February non-Olympic year and skiing's on, you can't scroll past it any faster. Or if you're sitting at home in February of last year and curling's on, it's like darts. You don't pay
I feel like the Winter Olympics are not off to a rip-roaring
That's
start.
what it feels like.
In the respect that there's all kinds of little things, like people get DQ'd for cheating. We got the crying guy.
Yeah.
We got one thing after every day. There's some controversy or something going on here that just seems to be carrying over into.
I'll tell you another thing. I don't feel like where's the American hero? Like even if it was a snowboarder, Shaun White, where's
Michaela Schifrin had a first bad run.
Yeah,
Lindsey Vonn broke her leg in like 6 places.
Yeah,
and 18 surgeries.
And I get it. I will say this too. If I'm the rest of the world, I'm kind of ticked at America when it comes to the Winter Olympics.
Why are you ticked at America?
Because we had to introduce all these X Games events, and now we are near dominant. Like, we treat the Winter Olympics like the Summer Olympics. We're always in the medal count. Like, when we were kids, we weren't anywhere near the top of the Winter Games. I win 7 medals one year. I'm exaggerating.
They need Snoop Dogg out there, man.
Do they? He's out there, isn't he?
He's out there.
Is he?
Yeah, he's at the Olympics doing his
Wow.
reports.
I haven't seen a single.
But back at Eric Hayden, Apollo Ono, there's always been these athletes that you've known about, like you do with the Summer Games. You know their stories going in. I guess the Summer Games also get the benefit of sometimes you'll even watch the Olympic trials. There are narratives built up before you go there, whereas the Winter Games, I don't know what happened in the U.S. Figure Skating Championships. I have no idea. Or trials.
All right, we're live out here at the TPC Stadium course. We're inside
Media Day
Clubhouse. We'll come back and do a whole lot more. We got a busy Thursday for you. Doc Murphy coming up in just a bit as well. So we'll be rocking and rolling through the show here today on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Defense in Duval.
That defense is a hyena. Let's go.
Home sweet home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. 1010XL.
Jacksonville, Nimnick Buick GMC is kicking off tax season with prices that are better than ever. Frank Frangie here. Are you looking for a dealership that actually makes car buying easy? Well, at Nimnick, you'll find unbeatable savings, a huge selection of Buicks and GMCs, plus flexible financing that fits your budget. Whether you're looking for a new SUV, a work-ready truck, or a certified pre-owned, they've got you covered. Backed by trusted service and transparent deals. And the best prices in Jacksonville. NimnickBuickGMC.com or visit the showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, Hickett here. Restore comfort and confidence with oculoplastic specialist Mary Kate Wilson, MD at the Eye Associates, Jacksonville's expert in oculofacial, plastic, and reconstructive care. Dr. Wilson specializes in eyelid surgery, cosmetic and reconstructive procedures, and treatments, always with a personalized approach. Now seeing patients at the Beaches, Southside, and St. John's locations. To schedule your consultation with Dr. Wilson, call the Eye Associates, that's formerly Bowdine Associates, Schneider Eye and Wellness Center, and Janet A. Betchkel, MD, at 296-0098. That's 296-0098.
Joe Coward, Matt Hayes, and Leon Searcy are serving up your daily dose of sports talk specials from scratch.
I didn't know you cooked.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford.
These are delicious.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, transponders, and even high-tech smart locks. For honest, professional locksmith service,
Instant Keys comes to you.
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your national builder of the year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% and homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
Hello, First Coast. I'm sure by now you have seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We're an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We're committed to customer service, reliability, and have an unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today from GFL, Green for Life.
Free for life? Just by saying that, you already know I'm referring to Awaken 180. They're the only company providing it. Fast, proven weight loss, and then keep it off thanks to free support for life. Awaken180weightloss.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey ham, melted cheddar and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
I'm starting to realize being a homeowner isn't all upside, Jason.
I mean, it does give you a place to live.
Yeah, but now suddenly I need to know the names of all the people I need to look after my house.
Like who?
Like if my air conditioner breaks in the middle of the heat wave, I need to know who I call to fix it.
That's me. You know me.
But what if my water heater dies or my toilet backs up?
That would also be me. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
Okay, fine, but what about my duct cleaning and my water filtration and my sewer drain? Where am I going to find all those guys if something goes wrong? I'm just a guy with a house and a dream and...
This pair of sunglasses.
Whoa.
Bueller Air and Plumbing is the only name you need to know. Our club members even get 2 free visits a year, so you know we're there when you need us.
Well, that's cool.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, we got sports concepts and rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. Called Razzle Dazzle. RJ, do you have that in front of you?
I do have it in front of me. You have an opportunity to win a pair of tickets to see comedian Tom Papa live at the Florida Theater on February 21st. I also have a pair of tickets to a tribute to the Doors live at Thrasher Horn Center this weekend, February 14th. At the end of the 10-minute drill, hit us up and we'll hook you up.
Let me ask you, this isn't good radio.
Okay.
but I think this picture is real. That's Roman Anthony of the Red Sox.
Wow.
Buddy,
maybe some perspective. Like when you catch a fish, you always hold it out a little bit further than where you are. Maybe because he's this far forward, that right arm looks a little bit bigger. But
That's got to be tested.
Yeah, I don't think. I believe that is either Photoshop or there's some perspective issues going on there because that looks cartoonish. That looks like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't.
It's got to be. It might be AI'd or something. Too.
Yeah. Like I said, sometimes when you put something closer to the camera, it gives this weird kind of effect. Again, if you're a fisherman, it's a time-old trick. You hold the fish out from you when they take the picture, and it looks that much bigger.
Cardi B went public last night.
Oh, here we go. No, the Cardi B report, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Forget the Winter Olympics report. We're going straight to Cardi B.
I might have to ask. I probably jumped the gun because I'd rather hear from her explain what happened than me paraphrase what she said. So maybe later in the show we can get the clip of Cardi B telling us why her and Steph didn't work. She regrets having a baby with. He used her.
Okay.
He used her to pump up his own. According to her,
kind of his brand, snatch some aura off of her.
Yeah. Because as you told me, she's much bigger than.
She's a bigger.
Well, that's kind of what I said, and then E was forced to agree with me, the guy who knows nothing.
Yeah.
But to me, from the outside, it would seem that
she's
way.
a bigger boy.
Yeah.
Well, that's a shame those two kids couldn't make it. I mean, that baby fresh out the womb, isn't it?
Oh, man,
how long has it been? Couple weeks? Months?
Not months.
Yeah,
not months.
Stefan.
We got the combine invites.
Nice.
And
what do we do? What time? How fast do you think you're going to run the 40? Oh, you mean we know who the combine?
We know who.
I got you. Man.
We got some good Austin Barber, local guys. Carson Beck, Canada, who ended up. Where did Canada end up? He went Tulane to. Oh, gosh, he played for somebody big. I can't remember now. A really good football player, though. That guy was always been a good football. He's a good football player in high school, good football player at Tulane.
Where did he go here locally?
Ole Miss. I think, was he at Ole Miss? Did he finish at Ole Miss?
Where did he play high school?
Sandalwood, yeah. Jack Pyburn got invited to the combine.
Okay. Pyburn he only had 1 year left, when he left?
Yeah.
I thought he was younger.
8 Gators, 9 Canes, 9 Dogs, and 1 Seminole.
Well, and see again, man, just every kind of like ranking or that comes out or performance just makes Billy Napier age.
That's where Canada went.
Yeah,
Oregon.
it makes him age even worse. Billy Napier's got this. Think about what he just said. He's got the same amount of combine athletes as Georgia and Miami, yet Dingledork is 4-8. Yeah. Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, Dingledork can do.
And it's been that way these last couple of years. What these poor kids got from their scholarship offer, thanks to Coach Slowpoke. Oh my dear. I can't. I mean, so if that is the case, and there continues to be that kind of talent, then John Sumrall, who seems to have more moxie in his pinky than Coach Slowdrip, they might win more than you think. Apparently, there's more talent down there than we knew. I'm shocked that 8 Gators are in the combine, though, to be honest.
Let's just run the offense.
Yeah, right. He's right.
As we continue to chase greatness.
Where did he end? Did he go somewhere?
He's head coach of the James Madison.
Oh, yeah, that's right. JMU. Good luck with that.
Oh, yeah, JMU. That's right.
These people, man.
JMU.
Billy Napier, JMU. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
I tell you one big winner in the reconfigured NCAA and college sports in general is how you can be like Liberty or JMU or Coastal Carolina and get really good at something. Like, it used to not be that way. Like, Liberty's become a doggone decent little program.
Yeah.
Right? When they got coaches, they go to bowl games, they go to the tournament. I say that. I saw they had
guys in the league.
They had a buzzer beater last night. In Malik Willis, Liberty? They hit a buzzer beater last night, Liberty. They're undefeated in like Conference USA. It was a decent conference. I had no idea. Liberty basketball team. Liberty. Yeah.
Are the Red Hawks still undefeated?
They are, unless they lost. No, yeah, they are, and still ranked about where they should be, 24th. They say that Miami could go undefeated, lose their conference tournament, may not make it in.
Yeah, I've heard that. Like, they don't know where to. They don't have very high seeded at all.
Well, they haven't beaten it. I mean, and again, it is what it is. You win every time out. There's something to be said, but they've not played anybody.
Got to play your schedule. Got to play the schedule that you've been dealt.
But in the preseason, a team like Miami ought to have some Big Ten teams. They ought to have. That's the complaint.
I heard you guys talking about the Jaguars and James Gladstone's low rated draft class, and in terms of what they've done, and listen. There's some truth to that. That's okay.
Yeah, a lot of truth.
Because I wonder this. I think there'd be a lot more criticism going his way if
they hadn't won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Jags had
Great
ended
point.
up 7-10.
Yeah. Right. We said, hey, we got nothing out of the drive.
Now, I'll give them credit.
You earned some runways. They use that phrase. We can also apply to them and their job.
Yeah, but I'll give him credit for free agency, and I'll give him credit for the Myers trade and those things because that I was a firm believer that if the Jags were going to get better, whoever they drafted were going to have to be big contributors. And that was not the case.
We thought that Travis Hunter had to be an all-star level player on both
not
sides
the case at all. I mean, they didn't get much at all out of the draft class. It was basically now again, free agency really helped. They hit some they peppered they had an ending like the Gators had against JU the other night. They had about 6-7 hits, in free agency. So for that, give them that's where they made their chops.
Well,
they changed that helped them change what they wanted to do inside. And then also there is a little bit of law of averages in terms of you lose 10 one-score games the year previous, you're going to win some of those.
That being said, I do think it's almost Shazam that you took over a 4-13 team.
Yeah.
A year later, you're deemed to have had the third worst draft, and you won 13. That doesn't seem possible.
Yeah. Well,
doesn't seem like you go from 4-13 to third.
And I think that's where you got to give Cohen the credit.
For sure. And that's where he probably should have been Coach of the Year.
Liam Cohen pushed all the right buttons.
Yeah. And by the way,
really did.
Those breaks that
sorry, Jeff, from standing at that team meeting early on that went viral where he said, "Look, that's on me, guys." That's and everybody applauded that. Like, "Oh, this guy's great." Those little things that he did to the one of the problems that the new Jags staff had with the old Jags team and franchise and culture was the lack of juice. I mean, it's well known. And one of the things they loved about Travis was the juice that he brought. Whether it's, he's always upbeat, Liam Cohen brought that juice too. Think about his celebrations in the locker room. It was terrific stuff.
Every time.
All that stuff was great. So I don't know. I think he deserves a lot of credit, and not to diminish Gladstone, because Gladstone, in fairness, had a good point. A lot of injuries, so we don't know yet about that draft class.
How many one-score games do you think the team won last year?
Oh, I'm going to say a few. I'm going to say 6, 7.
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Point being, that's 7 games. They blew the doors off the other guy.
Oh, yeah.
They I don't care how many one-score games they lost the year before. They didn't have 7 games where the other team wasn't within a score.
Yeah, it was interesting. Trevor said out in the Super Bowl, the turning point was the Arizona game.
Yeah.
And to me, I think to the fan, and that's kind of going deeper. To me, it was the Charger game.
Because that was the next. No, that was after the Houston one.
Yeah, they were done. It was going to be like, okay, we're going to limp in here. We're going to win
10,
8, 9 games.
Hopefully make the playoffs.
Things aren't going our way. We just lost to a couple games to Seattle and LA. The Chargers are good, and they beat the hell out of them here. Remember that?
Yep.
But nobody thought they were going to win that game. And they went out, not just won, they won convincingly. That to me, but Trevor would know better. And he confirmed what Liam said, because if you remember, Liam said, "Oh, I really, even though Trevor had turnovers in that game, he was like, I really like what we did in the passing game. It started to open up. We really think that
Arizona week.
Yeah,
I remember that being that, and it was at least a first acceptance of Trevor wasn't playing great football for the first 2.5 quarters, but at the end of the game, he was making plays that they were winning games. Like even the Chiefs game and some of those games, when you look back in hindsight, they had lost 3 out of 4, including blowing the lead to Houston when they came home and beat the Chargers 35-6.
Yes.
And then the next week, they went on the road. They won that one-score overtime game against the Cardinals, and then they
got rolling.
25-3, 36-19, 48-20, 34-20,
offense,
23-17, 41-7.
Yeah.
So but point being, imagine what 2026 could hold.
And you know what else?
If your draft is graded next year at this time, it's the third best, and that you get. You could be a daggum 15-win team.
You know what else was interesting about last year too was the schedule kind of played out how we thought. Like they always say, well, you never know this team that, but in the end, you did know the good teams were in the beginning, but we won a bunch of those games.
Yeah,
you can still hang your hat. I mean, if you're doing the Jaguar highlight film, the 30-minute highlight film, I'm focusing a lot on Kansas City and San Francisco.
Yeah, those two big brand wins.
Those are big boy wins, and then winning the South and getting to the playoffs, and Trevor's emergence in the second half would be the second half. But the first half of the first 15 minutes, I'm focusing on those two big dubs. Big dubs.
We're heavy, no?
Yes, we got to go to break. 641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct. RJ, tell them what they're going to win one more time.
Absolutely. Got a pair of tickets to see comedian Tom Papa live at the Florida Theater on February the 21st. I also have a pair of tickets to a tribute to the Doors live at Thrasher Horn Center this weekend, February 14th. Call us now, 641-1010, and we will hook you up. This is The Drill, 1010XL, 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Finding the perfect romantic gift she'll treasure forever? It's easier than you think at Beard's Diamonds this Valentine's Day. We've curated a stunning selection of timeless, affordable jewelry she'll absolutely love. Dazzling rings, sparkling earrings, elegant pendants and bracelets, set with brilliant diamonds or colorful gemstones. Classic gold that never goes out of style. And you can't beat the wow factor of top brand designer jewelry. At Beard's, we've got it all under one roof. And right now, we're cranking up the romance with an unbeatable limited time offer. Save up to 40% on all diamond stud earrings, pendants, and tennis bracelets. Imagine her face lighting up when she opens that signature Beards box on February 14th. Pure magic that lasts a lifetime. Guys, cards, flowers, and candy are sweet, but nothing says I love you forever like a sparkling gift she'll wear and cherish every single day. And that gift is on major sale right now. Plus, Beards is your local Jacksonville jeweler, family owned and community strong for over 45 years. Right here in the St. John's Town Center. Not some Wall Street chain. We're your neighbors, and we're here for you. Hurry in today. Don't wait. Beards Diamonds, St. John's Town Center.
Hey, the investment landscape is always changing. New rules, new regulations, new opportunities. But at ITB Partners, one thing remains constant: our commitment to your financial future. Whether it's consolidating your accounts, rolling over your 401k, maximizing your pension programs, we'll make your financial journey simple and smart. With ITB Partners, Reed Wingate, Janice Cobb, Dan Abel, Reagan Wright, Jeff Hartman, and Chris Pride. Your investment strategy is built on trust, transparency, and experience. It's a new year, man. Get that money in motion. Don't let it sit. Let ITB Partners help you grow and protect your wealth so you can focus on what matters most. ITB Partners, stable, strategic, secure, easy to get a hold of. Chris at ITBPartners.com or call them 312-9751. They're my financial partners for life. Security and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth, member FINRA and SIPC. Osaic Wealth is separately owned in other entities and or marketing names. Products or services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth.
At Hollis Pools, building a pool is personal. We sit down with you, listen to your vision, and bring your backyard dreams to life right here in Northeast Florida. Working with us doesn't feel like working with a contractor. It feels like working with family. Every Hollis Pools project supports Project Savior Outdoors, helping bring hope to our veterans. Visit HollisPools.com. Hollis Pools, your vision, your pool, your escape. License number CPC 1461233.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
RestoPros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
RestoPros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsAnyFlorida.com. That's RestoProsAnyFlorida.com.
RestoPros!
Hey, gang, Prosser here. When it comes time to sell your home, I'll tell you, you got one option. It's Chad and Sandy. Or another option, just fruitless frustration. Now with Chad and Sandy, see, they get to the solution real quick. Let's get to the punchline. Your home sold guaranteed or they will buy it. That's why you got to go to ChadAndSandy.com or call them today at 414-6200. Government's making moves intended to push mortgage rates lower. The last time rates dropped, we saw a selling and buying frenzy. Now's the time to prepare. You call Chad and Sandy, the proven experts to sell your home. Need max price, need to sell now, fast, easy, stress-free. Chad and Sandy got this science-based market max system. It's proven, it's repeatable, and they guarantee they'll sell your home. Using the proprietary Market Max, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. No required repairs. Pick your move date. No long-term contracts. We trust them. You can too. ChadAndSandy.com. ChadAndSandy.com.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
When it's game time, make feeding the crowd easy. Chicken Salad Chick serves fresh Southern-style chicken salad, flavorful sides, and crowd-favorite catering trays. Order ahead at chickcatering.com or visit one of 4 area locations today.
Some plumbing companies say they're local, right up until you realize their headquarters are in New York City. At Hall & Sons Plumbing, we're actually from here. Born, raised, and fixing leaks right here in Jacksonville. Hall & Sons Plumbing. Local. Family. Real.
It's game day. Are your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keeping you from the action? Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, could help you get back to the game. Skyrizi is proven to help people feel significant symptom relief, achieve remission, and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine for adults. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's or ulcerative colitis.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's and ulcerative colitis combined. Learn more at skyrizi.com or 1-866-SKYRIZI.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists is not affiliated with the NFL or the Jacksonville Jaguars. Discussion regarding injuries is solely based on opinion. Coming up, the weekly Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Medical Report featuring Dr. Kevin Murphy, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon specializing in sports medicine, upper extremities, and arthroscopy of the shoulders and knees. Dr. Murphy is a nationally and internationally recognized orthopedic expert. He's a former orthopedic consultant to the White House and the Pentagon, and currently serves as head team physician for UNF and Northeast Florida area high schools.
Oh, yeah. That familiar music.
It's the best
It can be
in the
one of
business.
only 2 things. Either A, we're going on a killing spree in the movie The Departed.
Okay, that's not
or
it.
B, we're going to talk to Doc Murphy.
Yeah, B. Real quick, B.
Okay, B it is.
I was fortunate enough to enjoy Doc Murphy in like a social setting. We were at a Super Bowl party together.
Wonderful.
So that was fun. Mrs. got to hang out with Mrs. Doc and the whole crew. And we sat and watched that. Boy, you know, one thing we didn't get into a whole lot. We kind of really focused most of it on the Patriots, and they're the reason why. How awful a Super Bowl was that, by the way?
Oh, it's
boys?
terrible.
Terrible.
Man,
like one of the worst of my life.
It
I
was
think.
only good if you were a Seahawks fan.
I
That's
guess, or you hit a wager or a Super Bowl square. I suppose. Let's bring in Doc right now. Doc, you with me on that? It was a good night to be socializing and talk to people because there wasn't much going on in the game. Nope.
Yeah, I recall you and I trying to look up if there had ever been when the last time there was a shutout in the Super Bowl.
That's right. I started thinking in those terms. Has there ever been a shutout in the Super Bowl? There hasn't, by the way.
No, 3 points is a couple times.
They threaten. Our baseball teams are beat up and banged up and depressingly so. So I'll defer to the Mets injury first, and you can ask about your boy and what's an honest.
I got this year's high ankle sprain, Doc. You know how every year we get something new, but it's not necessarily new, but there seems to be more common. Well, there are at least 3 or 4 baseball really good players who have gotten to spring training and have are requiring surgery for the hamate. Is that what you say, hamate? hamate, the thing by the pinky, the little hook, the hook bone by the pinky. Is that it?
Yeah, the hook of the hamate.
Yeah, they're all breaking. It's a 6-week deal.
Yeah.
And tell me about that. Like, I guess it's from swinging the bat. What's it from?
Well, it can be. The guys that you get the knob of that bat is at the base of the hand there, which is commonly why some guys put their pinky finger over the end of the bat so it doesn't hit on that little prominence. But there's a little prominence of that bone that sticks kind of down into your palm, and you can get it hit with a ball, it'll break it, or really aggressively hitting it with, as the bat hits it. The ball hits the bat and vibrates against it, but it hurts. You can't grip. And again, you have to let it heal before you get back to it.
I don't want to.
What do you do? What is the surgery? Like, what do they do to fix that? Because they all have surgery and they're all out. They say it's like 42 days, and then they all say though that they lose power for a while. So first off, what is the exact how do you fix that?
Well, some of them you'll actually fix the little piece to get it to heal, and reattach it, or you remove a small fragment of it and let it heal in. So either or, but yeah, it's going to take a while to heal, and you can't. The grip strength is on the pinky side of your hand primarily, so you definitely lose some short term, from that surgery on that side of the hand.
Gotcha.
Well, I will say this. I can give you a little bit of personal experience. Ozzie Albies broke his hamate at the very end of the 2024 season, and last year he had he played 157 games, played a full season, had 16 home runs and hit 240. Had one of his worst offensive seasons as a Brave. So I think Doc hit a lot of good points there. I mean, think about it, Hick. You do this right here.
Yep.
I mean, if you're a golfer or a baseball player or like tennis, I mean, there's a lot going on there. So good luck to Francisco Lindor. And I don't think it's 6 weeks. I mean, the word on Ozzie was always it ended up being 3 months, Doc. So what is the more reasonable expectations off that injury of being able to perform near your potential?
Yeah, if it's on the lower hand in your batting grip, so if it's the left hand and a right-handed hitter, it's going to be 3 months. It's hard to come back and get the grip strength, and it hurts. It's right at the meat of your hand on the ulnar side or the outside where your pinky is. So that soft spot there, right where the knob of the bat bangs into your hand.
Bone spurs in a pitcher's elbow leads to a 60-day stint on the injured list. But what does it mean, like practically, to come back from that? Spencer Schwellenbach of the Braves, the latest for Atlanta, just to break their arm, and he now they say has bone spurs. And so, what can you hope for if you're a Braves fan?
Well, why do you get bone spurs is the first question. The reason you get bone spurs is because you have looseness in your elbow because your ulnar collateral ligament isn't working right. So this is an ulnar collateral ligament problem that's chronic, leading to some instability of the elbow and then some early arthritis that creates the spurs. So the underlying issue is he's got an ulnar collateral ligament problem. So the short-term problem, short-term problem, you can go and shave little spurs off and give him some relief from the catching and snapping. But this problem is not going to go away because he does have looseness to his elbow.
When this line is in the story, it's untrue. While tests reportedly showed no damage to his ulnar collateral ligament, the news is a devastating blow. Blah blah blah. Expect to be a key fixture. He's our Philly killer, by the way. He's the one guy that beats the Phillies all the time.
Yeah, false news. Yeah, it may be intact on the MRI, but it's loose. There's no the reason you get the spurs. Why do you get spurs? Because you're developing arthritis from some instability of your elbow. Spurs just don't pop up in your elbow for no reason.
Hey, Doc, Lindsey Vonn did some damage to that leg, huh?
Woo. Yeah, pictures of her all in an external fixator. So when you have an external fixator on with fractures, and it looks to me like she probably has a little suction device on the wound. She probably has what's called a wound back.
Right.
Because she had probably had an open fracture where the bone protruded through the skin. So they don't want to put metal in the bone until the risk of infection resolves from that.
Oh, so that's they were saying, what, like 3 surgeries or something? Does that sound right?
Yeah, well, I would imagine they're doing the surgeries, or they're going in to wash it out and clean it up to make sure there's no infection. Then they're going to go put the permanent hardware in to fix her. But in the interim, they have her all in this external device to hold the bones in position, so they don't have to have some healing going on and then, have to alter that to fix it.
I mean, are you not as good as new when all that's done? Or, like, could you, like, have some, like, permanent, I don't know, limp or whatever going forward, or not necessarily?
Yeah, she'll never be as good as new from that one.
Oof.
It scares me, Doc, especially with big players. Whenever a left midfoot sprain is diagnosed, it always scares me moving forward. It feels like a stress fracture on a 6'9" guy would be, more worrisome than normal. But Dallas Mavericks super rookie Cooper Flagg has a left midfoot sprain. It's going to sideline him throughout All-Star weekend. He's not an All-Star, but he'll have been in the Futures game. Missed a game against the Lakers as well. Just the short and long-term ramifications of a midfoot sprain.
Yeah, you hate to hear that word. A midfoot sprain equals Lisfranc injury, which equals chronic pain in your midfoot, and a big guy that jumps is a bad diagnosis.
Much worse than a sprained ankle or a sprained toe or something, or one of the others.
You are absolutely correct. Yeah. You don't want to hear that one. Chronic ankle sprain, they all have. Midfoot is bad. That's your arch, and if you lose that in a big jumper, that's going to hurt every time he lands. It's a big problem.
Hey, Doc, I got something for you, man.
Oh, God.
Here we go.
Hey, Doc, you're familiar with the Gate River Run, right?
Oh, Lord.
I am.
Man, the boys, as you can hear, they have no faith in me because, your boy signed up for the Gate River Run, but the guys, they have no faith in me that I'm going to fix.
I'm not sure
finish
Doc
it,
has
man.
faith.
No,
we just know that
you'll be injured in some way.
Yeah.
That's all. When you come in
definitely.
Monday, you will have injured something. That's what we're saying. We're not wishing it on you.
Yes.
We applaud your gumption to get up at your old age of 40 and run the River Run. I mean, that's all great, but we are just saying unequivocally you're going to come back with a quad strain or a sprained ankle or a knee tendon. Knee
the size of a grapefruit, Doc.
Yeah, something.
Doc, how you feel about all
And
that?
Doc, remember, he missed 81 days with
81
the
of them
Achilles.
things.
Yeah, and Doc, he's also had you give him a quick ad-lib checkup about 12 times since he joined us when you come in.
Doc, what happens with the gout, Doc? On the run?
Yeah, he's got gout.
I've been
He's got
drinking water.
He's got a knee that looks like a volleyball.
I mean, what are we doing, Doc?
Oh, that's tough. So remember when we were talking about Lizzie Vaughn? Yes, I said there's no way she's making it down the hill, right?
Oh, come on.
This is physics. This isn't a medical problem. This is a physics question, right? He's got a busted up Achilles that doesn't work right. He had a patella tendon problem. The chance of him completing a run on a river run, running down a hard bridge with concrete and steel, buddy, plan on walking some of that.
Oh yeah, I definitely plan on walking.
That was not the comfort he was looking for. ET.
I was looking for.
ET got sad there by the end of Doc's answer. He was sad.
I think what ET was looking for, Doc, was, "Oh, ET,
you're
once
an athlete.
always an athlete.
You'll be fine.
You'll be just fine."
Yeah, when I heard all the experts talk about Lizzie Vaughn and her mental toughness will get her through it. Mental toughness isn't going to overcome physics.
Yeah. Amen.
All right, Doc.
Great stuff, Doc.
Appreciate you, my man.
Appreciate you, buddy.
I'm about to call you real quick, by the way, so pick up.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, se-ortho.com for all your orthopedic needs. Nobody does it better than Doc Murphy and the folks at Southeast. This is The Drill on 1010XL.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Your home for Gators hoops is 1010XL.
The Gators bring their hot streak to the O'Connell Center for a Valentine's Day special against the Wildcats. Number 14, Florida, and 25th ranked Kentucky. Saturday at 2:30 on 92.5 FM.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
Hey, gang, Hicken here. When it comes to trucks, the only name you need to know, George Moore Chevrolet. Right now, the showroom off Atlantic Boulevard loaded. Toughest, strongest, hardest working Chevy trucks around. All kinds of Silverados ready to work or play just as hard as you do. And listen, I don't just talk about them. I got 2 George Moore Chevrolet trucks of my own in the family. And they've earned every mile, every job, every weekend. Why? They got the power, they got the dependability, and they got style. You see my boy Blue, you know that the Hick is styling. If it's a truck you want, it's George Moore Chevrolet. Just stop by Atlantic Boulevard today. Great folks down at the showroom, and see why the truck people keep on coming back for more at George Moore Chevrolet. George Moore Chevrolet, together, let's ride.
Attention skilled electricians. Are you undervalued at your current company? Time to step up to the bigger projects and better opportunities. Join the team at Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering not just a job, but an experience, top-notch pay, unbeatable benefits, and the best working environments in the business. Please join the team that values your skills and rewards your hard work. Elevate your career to new heights. Apply today at millercareers.com, an equal opportunity employer.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, celebrating our 49th annual Valentine's Day sale. Come see our hand-picked inventory of thousands of pieces of fine jewelry, diamonds, and gemstones. This Valentine's Day, we have big discounts with jewelry for any budget. And with interest-free financing, you'll get the jewelry you love with a monthly payment you can afford. Monahans will also give you cash for your unwanted gold or silver, or trade it in for new jewelry and get greater value. Monahan Jewelers Valentine's Day sale with big savings in our entire inventory. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Dr. Kevin Murphy with Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, congratulating our Scholar Athlete of the Week, Annie Craig Charnley, senior basketball player at Wilson High. Annie is the co-president of the National Honor Society and is on the AB Honor Roll and the AP Scholar Award.
Ready to put your dream car in drive? Get solid rates for the road ahead when you finance with First Florida Credit Union. Enjoy competitive low rates, up to 90 days of no payments and budget-friendly protection plans. Whether you're buying a vehicle or refinancing, stop by a branch or apply online at firstflorida.org/autoloans. Membership eligibility required. Interest accrues during loan payment deferral period. Federally insured by NCUA. Visit firstflorida.org/autoloans.
The Purple Heart isn't just a name, it represents service, discipline, and earning trust. At Purple Heart Pools, that standard shows up most in pool renovations. If your pool is outdated or worn down, now's the time to upgrade. So when summer arrives, your pool is ready. From new finishes and tile to decking, lighting, and full transformations, every upgrade is handled with precision and attention to detail. Purple Heart Pools. Pool renovations done right.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back to the program. We're hanging out here at the TPC Sawgrass today. Man, it just is something special about this place. We've been coming out here since 1986, E.
Oh, yeah, this is a great year.
You were born?
The year I was born.
Yeah. And it is just peaceful, tranquil, beautiful. And you never want to take it for granted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just to come out and cover the event and watch these guys hit is incredible. And they'll be at Pebble Beach today, which ain't a bad venue in itself.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll get that thing started and play out there as they rock and roll through the West Coast swing before they come to the Sunshine State. And then we'll have a big event here in just a few weeks in March.
It's funny. I was talking to one of my buddies who's part of the culture,
Mm-hmm.
and he was telling me about him growing up coming to the Players.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, bro, I'm so glad I used to go to the Players and watch Tiger. He was literally describing how y'all describe. He's like, man, it's a sea of people just following Tiger. He's like, as soon as you get through the gates, you go post up on 17.
Yeah.
And you're only going to see Tiger for one hole in the best spot.
And if you've been like golf aware before Tiger and after Tiger, it just emphasizes even more what an impact he had.
Even trying to see Scotty, it's kind of
getting
backed
there.
up.
Yeah.
But it's nothing like how Tiger.
I think
we were talking in class the other day about it was funny because one of the things we were looking at are influential people in sports, and one of the kids brought up Scotty Scheffler, and I said, well, let me give you a little test here. And I said, I asked a couple people, I said, who's Scotty Scheffler? I don't know. Who's Scotty Scheffler? I don't know. Scotty Scheffler's great for the game of golf, but he doesn't transcend. Tiger transcends.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, it's just a big difference. So now, and I mean, Scotty's playing at a Tiger-like clip, but he's
his personality.
Well, I mean, Tiger was a trendsetter. I mean, he was a minority. He was doing things that had never been done in the history of the
he
game.
brought flair and style and
he was on the
emotion and fist pump, and
Tiger was on the equivalent of the Tonight Show when he was like 4 years old, hitting golf shots. Or
Mike Douglas.
Right, I knew what it was. I knew he would know what Mike Douglas show was.
Nope.
There used to be more of like the Tonight Show type shows on mid-morning in this country.
Mid-morning?
Or either one. Either mid-morning or afternoon.
Really?
There would be Tonight Show type shows that were more variety show and interview, not like they are now, which is a bunch of gabby old women talking about how we're all going to die tomorrow.
And they brought and so he was on the show at like 2 or 3 years old. They trotted him out. He's whacking golf balls, little Tiger. I mean, he's
and then he lived every step of the way as a golfer. And sadly, boy, he just keeps screaming as loud as anyone can hear, buddy, I ain't never playing golf at a competitive level again. Every update he gets indicates that. Now 50 years old, it would take some sort of remarkable fountain of youth for a week or two to and then by the way, not only would you have to feel great that week or two, but you would have had to at least done enough around the game. You're not so good that you can do nothing and pick it up and go shoot.
Yeah.
You know, we've learned that with him, watching him.
But you didn't follow it back then, but you would have loved it because there was nothing like, and it's dynasties. You know, you come to appreciate dynasties, and Tiger was his own dynasty, and every week you just wait for it. 6 birdies in a row.
And that's kind of what we're doing, and that's how Scheffler is performing now, but he doesn't have the attractiveness, right, to gin pop.
Yeah.
Right? The golf fans can recognize Scotty and how great he is, but
Scotty don't have any commercials out there?
He has
Tiger used to be on
he
commercials.
does, but they're but they're not. You're not going to see him watching primetime TV at 8:30 on a Wednesday. But watch a golf broadcast.
Right.
And Scotty Scheffler will be all over it.
You will.
Yeah, I don't know what all the. I couldn't tell you the products, so maybe they're paying him too much. But yeah, for whether it's a Rolex watch or Amex or whatever they are, and some of them may be tour infused. I don't know, but
he was in. They knew him. One of the kids said, "Did he get arrested?"
Yeah,
and they knew him from also Happy Gilmore too.
Okay,
yeah,
he
made
was
a
in
cameo.
the jail cell in there. He made a cameo. So.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was it.
One thing that as we talk players golf a little bit more today with the executive director Lee Smith, so it'll be fun to catch up with him. We got Fred Taylor coming up at 8:30 today, so we'll talk pigskin with Fred. But I'll tell you something else that we have here with this golf tournament. I mean, it really, and we marvel at it each and every year, but the fact here that our home market gets to host the best golf tournament every year after year after year, and not just that, but the players make a point to play, that never do they not qualify, never are they hurt. I mean, it is stock loaded, and you know what has happened out of that too? We got a Hall of Fame list of winners.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you've been one of the baddest in golf, man, whether it's Rory or Scotty or Tiger or Jack Nicklaus or Phil Mickelson, I mean, just not exclusively, but I bet you 80% of the winners of the players are Golf Hall of Famers.
I don't like you to, not give Jody Mudd and Craig Perks
I would
credit
say,
that they
by the
deserve.
way, Mudd and Perks are such the outlier that I would not say they're the most forgettable players champion. Like, who's the most forgettable? I guess the answer is, if I ask you who's the most forgettable players champion, the answer is the guy you don't come up with. Is probably the answer.
I'll give you one.
Okay.
Stephen Ames won one?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a forgettable one.
Yeah. What is Stephen Ames best known for? 9 and 8.
Yeah, because Tiger, he kind of called out Tiger, and Tiger beat him in a match at 9. And that's unbelievable.
He called him out.
He called him out
publicly.
Yeah, oh yeah. And then they were playing at the World Match Play Championship, and Tiger beat him 9 and 8.
In fairness,
that meant Tiger was up 9 with 8 to go.
Because he beat him on every hole.
Beat him every hole is what that means.
But in fairness, when you quote call him out,
saying anything,
he said, "Well, Tiger's been a little off lately." Something like that. It wasn't like Tiger's.
He mentioned
I'm not
Tiger's
afraid
name.
of Tiger.
Yeah. And and then Tiger waxed him. It was great.
Jeff asked a question this morning, Dan, and you'll probably ask the same, or you'll have the same answer. But the most iconic hole in golf,
17.
in the world, right?
Or the road hole.
Most popular hole, most popular golf hole, the most well-known golf hole, the most famous golf hole.
The road hole or 17?
Yeah, it might be in road hole. He couldn't tell you.
No.
I said what happens is for major championships, it's usually stretches of holes. Like
Corner.
Right, Augusta, as beautiful and great as it is, it's hard to find one hole that stands out more than the others.
Yeah.
And like here, but even then it's different. Here it feels like 17 is the most popular hole in the world, and then if you rank the rest of the holes, it's 2, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. They're all have their importance and their nuance. None are bad, none are great. They're just great.
18's pretty.
Yeah. Because
but
the tournament's coming to an end.
But we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean.
What's the most famous hole at Pebble? Is it 7, the little par 3 they hit out into the bay?
Yeah.
See, for some it might, like for me, it might be one, and you a different.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a famous golf course that's produced famous winners, and it is. It'll be awesome to see him here again. And now, just a little bit over a month. It's halftime here on the program. We'll be back with more. We're broadcasting live
Freddie
from
T coming up.
TPC Sawgrass. Yeah, it's media day, so don't hate us, but we'll be playing this bad boy here in a couple and a half hours.
We will.
The flagship station of the Jaguars, WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach, WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
What was that?
It's called radio.
It sounds bigger.
The one and the only king of the airways.
1010XL.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
Need or want cash? Beaches Jewelry and Pawn has cash available. Ready to buy guitars, surfboards, jewelry, firearms, tools, and especially gold. They need it all, selling or pawning. Get cash on the spot at Beaches Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
To infinity and beyond. The Jacksonville Icemen are back in town for Toy Story Jersey Night as they take on the Savannah Ghost Pirates February 14th at 7. It's a magical leap as the Icemen wear specially Toy Story-inspired jerseys that evening. Don't miss the family fun for Toy Story Jersey Night this Saturday at 7. Tickets at Ticketmaster, JacksonvilleIcemen.com, or call 904-602-POD. Iceman hockey is #Sub-Zero.
Low mortgage rates are back. Listen, Loan Pronto's fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. That's right, lowest in years. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time. Keep your primary mortgage intact. Get cash out, equity with Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, some car loans, cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now and see what options work best for you, but don't miss the big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous Rapid Equity Loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com for your free instant home appraisal. No hard credit pull. Call 904-999-1508. That's loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 16681, APR for well-qualified buyers.
David Garrard here. Playing in the NFL can put a lot of wear and tear on your body, especially your knees. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist has kept me mobile and ready to tackle every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
This is former NFL quarterback David Garrard. If your knees have taken a beating and you're finally ready to do something about it, then let Southeast Orthopedic take a look. Come on, do your knees a favor.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Golf for a great cause. It's the UNF4 Scholarship Golf Classic, Friday, March 27th at Queens Harbor. Support the Swoop Impact Fund with a sponsorship or foursome. Contact jc.wegner@unf.edu.
We don't have too many cold nights on the First Coast, but when the temperature drops, you want to hit the heat button and warm up. That's where Florida Home comes in. They're the AC experts in Jacksonville, and the importance of keeping your heating system in good working order is really important. If it stops working when it gets cooler, Florida Home will leap into action and provide you with the best solution. Heater and heat pump repair service and new system installation. They do it all. Just call Florida Home AC at 777-4300, the official heating and AC partner of the Jaguars.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Local Sports Update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Baker Glass. Cam Thomas scored 34 points in his second game with Milwaukee as the Bucks defeat the Orlando Magic by a final score of 116-108. The Magic now go into the All-Star break as the 7th seed and will play again when they travel to Sacramento on Thursday, February 19th. 58 degrees at 8:10. Time and 10 brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch.
You guys can ask your musical questions of the executive director of the players. I can't even remember what it was, but whoever the musical selection, I remember you guys having a conversation about. Oh, is it Luda? Who was it?
Me and Lee?
Yeah. We're talking about the players, the championship, and that includes the concert. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, Ludacris.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Little Luda. Is that your pick?
Stand
That's
up.
your generation.
By the way, I will say this. I've gotten a lot of requests. So,
like ticket requests?
Yes.
Me too.
Hey, can I get those Tuesday tickets?
It was, and when at first it seemed kind of mismatched, but due to the response, and it'll be different. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it's interesting. A bunch of business leaders in town have said, well, when we heard, we decided we weren't going to do our normal event, and then the response from our teams said, okay, we're back on.
Yeah.
we got to put this back
That's
on.
great. Good.
All right, we're visiting with Lee Smith. He's the executive director of the players, and look, we talk about this every year, it feels like, but the challenge is when you become like, just kind of put another floor on your ceiling as an event. That's what it's like. There's you can't ever, quote, reach your ceiling, and how do you stay up at night without running out of things to do?
Well, I'll tell you, one of the first quotes that I heard Brian Rolap come in late summer was, "If it ain't broke, fix it anyways." And I think that's really been one of those things that the Players Championship has strived to do over the years is always get better, always take a look at, all the ways that our fans consume the product, whether it's TV, whether it's on site, whether it's prior to the event, all of those types of things. We always take a look at throughout the year and try to improve, add energy and add experience to.
Well, you do, and you find ways to do it. So congratulations. It'll be another stellar year coming up here in just a few weeks. So one that we look forward to. And the other thing I know you guys take a lot of pride in is, do you make it a great experience for the players as well? It's unbelievable what those guys get and how they're treated and such.
Well, you're exactly right, Dan. Yeah. We take great pride in last year was probably as much of a year with Rory's quote in his post-game or post-round press conference that, he talked about this being as good of a tournament for the player experience, the fan experience always seems to get bigger, and he said in the world. And, the pride that we take into that this year, as an example, we're building a little Chipotle restaurant down by the media center. Good placement. That will be included for our player family dining and caddies, and maybe mix in a little media for you.
No, I'm kidding.
Get
the fat guys out.
I'd like to get in the fitness room too, and the locker room while we're at it.
Well, when you get your credential, if there's a burrito on it, you can get in. You can get in.
I'll be looking for that burrito.
Yeah. But always
a little
trying
frog in a sombrero.
Always trying to lift that experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
The state of golf has been in flux, really, for almost since COVID for a variety of reasons. But it feels as we sit here this year, it's even more PGA dominant. It feels like the upstart came, swung, and now we're going back to a land where all the golfers are going to get a rude awakening that they're not producing the kind of results that were promised. So, PGA Tour, in your mind, there's been a lot of change in the last year and a half. You like where things sit moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's been a lot of fun. Really, some celebratory days inside the Global Home over the last few months with the returning member program and. Obviously, our most recently, the last week, our campaign around March is going to be major. Thinking boldly, thinking offensively, strategically. So it has been a lot of fun and nice to be kind of out on the front foot and playing some offense.
Who makes golf events majors? Is it the media? Was it the players? Like, how did that originate? Way back when?
Yeah, I would say, Dan, all of the above.
Yeah.
I think the way that we've outlined our strategy is that, ultimately the athletes will elevate an event to a certain level. The media will reinforce that event's at that level, and then ultimately the fans embrace it.
This came up years ago, and it for whatever reason people stopped talking about it. I do know that the one thing that when the tournament was in March way back when, that doesn't happen anymore, but it used to, and it used to, I knew it kind of, the folks here, if it had been you don't like that, is when the players come up, a lot of them would ask them about Augusta. They don't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
This tournament stands on its own, and it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next 10, 15 years if it does, and how that would be viewed by the public, by the media, by the players. But it's such a prestigious I just don't know if it needs the name on it, but we'll see.
I think part of what will keep the players where it is situated is an unbelievably unique, important golf tournament rather than quote unquote major is it's a baby. I mean, by long standings, the players is still a baby. It's 50 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, these majors, you're going back to the early 1900s and declaring winners.
Not a baby anymore, but maybe youthful.
Well, middle aged. I guess the point is those majors got a 50 or more year head start. On the players. Yeah. And once you establish the 4, I think it would be outright silliness to try and say, oh, now there are 5 majors,
Yeah, look.
Me personally, look, there's also a play on words. A major event, it is. You don't have to call it a major.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. I think accomplishing the goal of starting the conversation, restarting the conversation that has been a long-standing debate. I think also to your point, Jeff, when Augusta was, ultimately called a major, they were only 30 years old.
Yeah.
Just as a contrarian point in the late 50s and 60s. So I think there will always be a conversation on both sides, and I think that's the great opportunity of embracing the debate and creating conversation, knowing that there's going to be pros for it and wanting that label and certainly adding to our official world golf rankings and looking over points and looking over the history of we have 42 unique winners at the Players Championship and 32 of them have won majors.
Yeah, they look like they look like we talked about there. It looks like I mean, are you going so far as not so far? Are you saying that the players should be considered a major? Are you willing to say that?
I am.
Yeah. So they should go to a major, and now if you have all these others, and that's now a major, and if you had 17, you'll have 19. If you had 22, you might have 24.
Yeah, I don't.
That's the part that's hard to rectify.
I don't know that you would that we'd be a proponent for retroactively.
Okay, just from this point forward, it'd be considered a major one. That's a different that's a different story. I think it's hard. I think what you run into, and you know this better than I do. I think your superstar players who have won both majors and players don't look at them the same.
Yeah,
they look at them as big important wins, but part of that is what. To your point, and to the players' point, when we're all gone in 30 years. You got a whole new group of golfers they're shooting for a major title on their resume when they play here. So
absolutely,
I like this, Lee, and I didn't know this, and I was wondering because I wanted to look it up. Who coined the phrase major? So and they say
Grantland Rice.
That's who I thought of. Honestly, that's who I thought of. The modern concept and phrase major in golf goes back to widely attributed to Arnold Palmer and golf journalist Bob Drum in 1960. Following Palmer's 1960 Masters and U.S. Open wins, he and Drum defined a new modern Grand Slam of professional tournaments on a flight to the British Open. However, there are other previous usage. Before 1960, the term major was used loosely, often including the U.S. and British amateur tournaments, as you guys know. Some accounts also suggest writer Herbert Warren Wynn helped popularize the concept of judging players by major wins.
Well, if the
just interesting, and that is media and player, which is kind of what you said.
I guess there's just one more question that I would be really curious about. At what point did players get credited with, on their Wikipedia page, pre-internet, with winning a major? Like you say, in '60 they started talking about it. Well, in 1965, when they showed here's Jack Nicklaus, winner of 6 majors.
Well, because as an example, in '65, Jack had 2 more,
right?
Because the amateur was considered a
major. So they took them off. Okay, well, if you take them off, you could add them on, I guess.
At one time he had 20, and
I like the idea better if they do official. It's going to be hard because there's no official category. Right. Yeah. But if it ever were the players considered a major, the point is valid that, well, what does it look like 30 years from now? You're always, looking forward, and you wouldn't have to necessarily say guys that have won players now get credit for majors. So.
It has. You mentioned the and we were talking about this earlier. The major winners of this, but the stars win this thing, man, and that's kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Well,
one thing that I always love to talk about is there are 4 players now. That have won multiple majors and multiple players.
Right.
You know who those 4 are?
Scotty, Rory,
Tiger, who's and
Jack.
Oh, and Jack. Oh, I say you're talking about even current.
Yeah. So 4 players with multiple majors and multiple players.
That's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool list to be on.
Yeah. this turn, and we were here during the evolution of this golf tournament. When the golf course became as impeccable as it did, it took it to a whole new level. Because even in the 80s and 90s, you were still everywhere, but agronomically, from the agronomy standpoint, you would sometimes have years where you struggle, and it wouldn't be a great look. But they have that so button up. It is just unbelievable out there.
Well, March, certainly helps that with being able to oversee the golf course and play on overseed in a season that. The turf likes, but no, the agronomy team is unbelievable. And as you said, Jeff, the venue really, really makes a difference.
Yes.
When you start peeling down the qualifications for a major championship and difficult to win, strong field, an iconic venue with drama-filled moments, that's where we kind of go down the list and say, hey, we check the box for all of these qualifications.
Maybe the most famous hole in the world was 17.
Yeah.
And what's neat now is when we do the first timers, and so we get these 20-somethings, and some of them play junior players or but a bunch of them haven't except through video games. But they're so excited to get here to participate in this event. It is. It's really kind of cool to see.
Well, they're as excited to get to 17 as we sometimes are.
We will be in 4 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Getting over that.
All right. Dates, times, notes you'd like to get out. We know the players coming up in about a month, and typically it feels like parking is the one you need to get ahead of the game. Is parking available yet? Is it still available? If so, give us the one sheet on what folks should know here.
Yeah, parking's still available. Parking on our sites Friday and Saturday. Parking is sold out, but on our verified sites, Ticketmaster, there is more than likely still parking available. All other days, parking is available that is separate from your tournament ticket. But no, we've seen a great trajectory and really, really good momentum. If you remember last year, Saturday sold out, or excuse me, 2 years ago, Saturday sold out tickets on Friday. Mm-hmm. Last year, it sold out on Wednesday, and really looking towards a Saturday sellout this year, probably a lot earlier than that, based on trajectory. This small tidbit: the 6 days leading into this March is going to be major ad campaign.
Okay.
And the 6 days after, we've sold 25% more tickets per day.
How about that?
Well, there we go. Now the truth comes out. The semantics make more sense now.
When do you start peeking at the weather forecast?
Yeah, it's always a thing, Dan. We're already, you can look at my computer and Farmer's Almanac.
20-day
Farmer's Almanac is a favorite.
Right.
Certainly 10 and 14 days, but our meteorologist Wade Stetner is off the charts. He'll start sending us, from his desk, what the forecast will look like, and we'll start to get a good feel. But if it's any indication what last week was like versus what this week has been like, fingers crossed for a really good weather week.
Always great to see you, my man.
Absolutely, thank you. Thanks, guys, for being here.
Absolutely. Today. Lee Smith here, our executive director of the Players. We'll take a break. Keep it rolling right here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
He played for Jimmy Johnson, Bill Cowher, and Tom Coughlin.
Learn from the past, but do not live in the past.
And he's sharing the best stories with you.
And that's now.
Leon Searcy, noon to 2 on 1010XL.
Hey gang, Hickett here. Guys, listen up. Valentine's is coming. You want to be a hero this year with something really romantic? It's easier than you think at Beards Diamonds. Beards has put together a stunning selection of timeless, affordable jewelry she'll absolutely love. Dazzling rings, sparkling earrings, elegant pendants and bracelets, set with brilliant diamonds or colorful gemstones. Classic gold that never goes out of style. And you can't beat the wow factor of top brand designer jewelry. They got it all at Beards. And here's the best part. Right now, save up to 40% on all diamond stud earrings, pendants, and tennis bracelets. You know, cards, flowers, and candy are sweet, but nothing says I love you forever like a sparkling gift she'll wear and cherish every single day. Plus, Beards is your local Jacksonville jeweler, family-owned and community-strong for more than 45 years right here in the St. John's Town Center, not some Wall Street chain. Hurry in today. Don't wait. Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. Get up to 40% off diamond earrings, pendants, and tennis bracelets.
Get a healthy start in 2026. The Florida Department of Health in Duval County is here to help you get healthy and stay healthy all year long. Our dedicated team is committed to providing high-quality care and trusted public health services for our community. Our mission is simple: to protect, promote, and improve the health of you and your family. Learn more about our programs and services by visiting duval.floridahealth.gov.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
Get geared up for your golf weekend with Dan, Jeff, and PGA pros on Brunch with the Tour.
Expect anything different?
Tuesday morning at 8:30. Teed up by Clearwater Irrigation on Jacksonville's Golf Station. 1010XL.
What's happening, gentlemen? This message is for you. ET here for Blue Chew. Guys, this isn't just about performance. It's about confidence and reputation. And I got the cheat code. Blue Chew isn't just a tablet. It's a game changer. These chewable tablets help you feel and perform at a high level, stronger and longer. And let's be real, we know they're talking about us in their group chat, so let's give them something to talk about. No awkward doctor's visits and no waiting rooms. Just fast-acting chewables delivered straight to your door. That keeps them nosy neighbors out your business. Nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. And make sure you use my promo code 1010XL at checkout and get your first month on me. Just pay $5 in shipping. That's promo code 1010XL, then just chew it and do it.
Let's talk about the sound no homeowner wants to hear. Drip, drip, drip. Still dripping. That's exactly why Duck Duck Rooter created the Love Your Pipes promotion. Plumbing problems don't scare us. Not with years of experience and honest upfront pricing on our side. Right now, you can get free plumbing assessment on all fixtures with any paid plumbing service. It's the smart move to fix the issue now before it becomes bigger. So when you're stuck, call the Duck, 904-862-6769, duckduckrooter.com.
If your home doesn't have a fireplace, CSS can install a beautiful electric or gas fireplace from Heat & Glow with no major remodel required. See their showroom or CSSOutdoor.com for a free estimate. CSS, you dream it, we build it.
Instant Keys is turning 25. A quarter century of saving the day when your keys mysteriously vanish.
Seriously, it was just in my pocket.
Or when that remote fob decides to quit working.
The dealership is such a hassle.
For 25 years, Instant Keys has been the go-to locksmith service for car keys, house keys, transponders, re-keys, and even high-tech smart locks. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For honest, professional locksmith service, use Instant Keys.
Low mortgage rates are back. Listen, Loan Pronto has fixed rate mortgages with APRs as low as 4.89%. It's the lowest in years. Hey, gang, Prosser here. Smart homeowners are taking advantage of this while they can. If you got stuck in a 6% loan, you can lower your payment big time. Or you can keep your primary mortgage intact, get cash out, equity with Loan Pronto's rapid equity loans. One homeowner just got $250,000 out of their home. They paid off all their credit cards, some car loans, and cut their monthly expense by $2,000. Call now. See what option works best for you, but don't miss this big rate drop of 2026. Ask about new home loans, VA loans, full cash out refis, or their famous rapid equity loan. You can close in less than 2 weeks. You may be able to skip your next 2 house payments altogether. Call 904-999-1508 or visit loanpronto.com. No hard credit pull. 904-999-1508. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. APR for well-qualified buyers.
Visit NMLSConsumerAccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
All right, welcome back to the program. Hanging out here on the drill. It is a Thursday. We're out at the stadium, just kicking things around. Had Lee Smith on, talking some golf. We'll also talk some football as well going forward. Lots of good things happening in the
We've both been here for a long time, Dan. You've been 4 or 5 years longer than me. This is, though, this day, this opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
It's the biggest local media perk that we get. Like for the year of covering Jacksonville sports and working in the local media, this is the biggest perk that comes along with that. Media day at the stadium course. And it's so much fun. It's great to get out there. I would just walk out.
Caddies in the pool.
And then, you'll find a Baby Ruth in one of your, community pools after today. But, yeah, and we'll schlep it around, by the way. 90% of the golfers here won't be able to get out of their own daggum way. And I just I pray that I don't have a bunch of YouTubers in front of me, Dan. That's what I don't need. Last year, the YouTube posse just absolutely stole my joy as they, primped and promenaded and
set up their tripods.
They were terrible, dude. It's just the narcissistic endeavor. So it's a YouTube, and I'm a YouTube golf fan, and I get it. I know what you have to do to put together a production, but y'all need to go last in line. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right. If you don't need to do your deal and play an 8-hour round, knock yourself out, but get last in line.
We're at the time of the season in college basketball where coaches are starting to get irritated. And we had a couple irritations from coaches last night, I believe. Texas coach was irritated.
Kansas State coach is the good
Kansas State coach. We're going 6 a.m. today. Most of these guys aren't going to be back next year.
He said, man, you got to have some pride to play. These guys don't have none. That's why none of them will be back. He basically said, my guys suck.
Yeah.
They don't even try. What are we doing?
That, by the way, on that staff is Coach Driscoll. So.
Oh, no. And Tang, by the way, has had some good moments.
Oh, yeah. So the good thing is I think he's earned himself some leeway and some he'll be fine. But yeah, he was ticked. Sean Miller was. Everybody's ticked. Everybody's kind of. If you're not winning right now, you're sort of annoyed, and you're seeing some of the same things, and it starts to bother you. So definitely at that point of the season with college basketball, as we kind of what are we about 2/3 through?
I think more than that.
Yeah. So
I don't think Florida has 4 or 5 games left. I think.
Well, no, they're 11. They got 7 SEC games, and then the tournament.
Yeah, well, I meant regular season, so 7.
I mean, they're 9-2, so they play 18, right? Isn't that what they play now? 18 games. So, still got 7 to go. Got 2 with Kentucky. I was looking at their record. I mean, I think that legitimate shot here at 14-4, 15-3 on the outside, maybe. So, real opportunity there. If they can continue after last night's big win. They've lost 2 conference games.
Are they 18-6? 18-6 now?
Yeah, 18-6.
So 18 wins. They're going to get to 25 wins probably by the time you do the tournament. That's going to be. I think not if it were today. But I think the way they're playing and what I expect them to do, I bet you when all said and done, they're back to being a 2 seed. I bet you they end up on the 2 line.
Yeah, they might.
I mean, they're right there now. They may be on the 2 line in the most recent net rankings, but and again, I'm assuming Todd Golden, I will say this about his team, Hick, the Auburn game notwithstanding, they seem to be ready to play.
Yeah.
Like there's been games where you wonder, is this a trap game? Or are they going to sleepwalk? And I didn't see the Missouri game. I don't know if we were traveling or if it was football, but holidays. I didn't see a lot of the Missouri game. I know Auburn, they kind of just didn't bring the A game, but man, they've gone into some, you go play at South Carolina after the Big Bama win. You go play at Georgia. You play Tennessee at home. It's not as easy to beat these teams by 18, 20 points, and they just keep doing it. So, I look at the tail end of the schedule. Where is the Arkansas game? Is that home or away?
It's home.
Yeah, I mean, you got Kentucky at home. You got Arkansas at home. I believe they got to go to Kentucky and play them a second time. But I think they should go 6-1. Down the stretch here, and that'll have you 24-7 going into the tournament.
Well, they got Kentucky, then they host South Carolina on Tuesday. They do go to Ole Miss and Texas. They have Arkansas at home and Mississippi State at home, and then they go to Kentucky.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, if you go, they're 9-2. If you go 5-2 down the stretch, that gets you to 14-4. That's a heck of a year. 14-4,
and that wins the league.
Probably wins the league. So.
I think they might go better. They might do a game better than that, even.
Well, they might, but yeah.
I guess the point being, those teams those aren't any different than if we looked at the Florida schedule a month ago and looked at the big game, the important games coming up, and they were as tough or tougher than those, and they've mowed through them minus the Auburn game. So they're going to lose a game probably.
Oh yeah.
But if they play the way they're playing, I wouldn't think they'd lose. They'll be favored in every one of those, won't they? Maybe at Kentucky, no, maybe.
It depends on how this Saturday's game goes, I would suggest.
But both Texas and who was the other one you said that on the road are kind of down.
Yeah.
You're not getting. It's not. Texas.
Yeah, road games are tough
for sure.
They've been
dominant. Yeah, on the road too. Texas A&M.
They've won 5 SEC tournaments, including last year.
Did they win?
It was their first since 2014. So yeah, that's they won in 05, 06, 07, 14, and 25.
Yeah, so all three
those are SEC tournament.
All 3 national champions won the SEC tournament that year.
Yeah,
and another Final Four team, Patrick's team, also won the SEC tournament. Big Pat Young, by the way, last week was his first week with us. We've decided on Fridays for him.
Yeah.
So if you're expecting Patrick Young today, instead we will
come hang out with us a little bit, so that'll be fun.
Tip that off.
So we'll get to see him chop it up with Patrick tomorrow and see what's cooking, and we'll do that. So let's grab a break. We're a little bit over, and we'll come back and get Fred. Is that kind of where we're headed?
We'll have Fred in the next 10, 15 minutes. So at some point, certainly he joins the fun. We are live at TPC Sawgrass. Back with more next.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Live streaming from the XL Digital Studios. Brightened by Harbor Dental Care, Jacksonville's first choice for dental emergencies.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, Zero Rez's Month of Love sale is going on. Not only is your carpet one of the biggest investments in your home, it's also the biggest air filter in your home. Think about that for a second. If your carpet hasn't been professionally cleaned, man, you're breathing unhealthy levels of nasty dirt, dander, bacteria, and germs that keep recirculating again and again and again. Lucky for you, Zero Res spreading the love during the month of love to you and your home. Get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $149. How do I do it, Dan? You book online at ZeroResJacksonville.com. That's ZeroResJacksonville.com. Just tell them you want the 1010 XL special. ZeroResJacksonville.com. Take care of those carpets and get the 1010 XL special.
The Players' Championship returns to TPC Sawgrass March 10th through 15th. Experience golf's most iconic stage with enhanced food and beverage offerings, interactive fan attractions, and an atmosphere built for every type of fan. See the best players in the world, including world number 1 Scotty Scheffler, 2025 champion Rory McIlroy, and fan favorite Brooks Koepka take on the legendary Stadium Course and the famous Island Green. Tickets available at theplayers.com.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Got a cracked windshield? Not only is it dangerous, but did you know it's also illegal? Call Baker Glass. Matt and his crew use the best auto glass in the market, and they accept most insurance. Plus, all new windshields come with a full warranty. From cars, to trucks, to RVs, you can count on Baker Glass to be fast and friendly. Just check out their Google reviews. Come see us at the shop on Casta Avenue, or we can come to you at your home or business.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Hey, this is Lauren Brooks, and if you think Closets by Design is just closets, you've got to see their brand new showroom at Phillips and Emerson. It's amazing what they can do. See for yourself how they custom design organization for any space. Garages, laundry rooms, bedrooms, even the man cave. It's all about smart storage that fits your lifestyle and budget. Schedule an appointment to meet with a design consultant and tour the showroom for ideas you can see and touch. Start at closetsbydesign.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
All right, welcome back to the program. This is The Drill, 841. Good morning, Jacksonville. I'm sorry, RJ, are we wrangling up Freddie?
Well, wrangling him up, I was told 8:45 would be when he would be ready, so just giving him a couple minutes here.
All right. Well, let's see if we got him, and we'll go from there. We'll talk some Super Bowl and some Jaguars football. I enjoyed the Super Bowl. Was not the most exciting one. We've sort of talked about that, but there are some interesting offshoots of it. And one of the things we do in the media, and it drives me a little bit crazy, and I think we're guilty. We're all guilty of it, but we immediately compartmentalize. Can we at least give Sam Darnold some credit for, I don't know, a couple weeks, maybe a month before we start saying there are 10 other quarterbacks in the NFC alone better than Sam Darnold and blah, blah, blah. And if this guy were on the Seahawks, they would have won the Super Bowl. And this guy, Sam Darnold was the quarterback of the Seahawks. Seahawks won the Super Bowl. They had a great team. They had their parade yesterday, by the way. They had 800,000 people. Did Cliff go?
He was there. He was on the floor.
Our guy from Waycross let it rip.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know if you saw him. We can't play the clip.
No.
But it was Ernest Jones IV basically dropped. He said, y'all probably shouldn't bring me up here. And he kind of went Marshawn a little bit is what he did.
Oh, he went nuclear.
And he said, and for those of you that question our quarterback, bleep you.
No, not basically. He said, are you a prude if is there not a line at all anymore?
No, there's not.
You're at a public, celebration and you just FU comes out
Yeah.
And more than once. If you're like that, you're like that. Yeah. Again, it's not the locker room. Yeah. I'm not a prude personally. If I hear a customer, there's no standard.
Yeah.
The F-bomb is just anytime, anywhere.
Let it rip. Go ahead and say it right now.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything. I have come back. It takes a little
challenge him.
It takes a
Go
reporter.
Marshawn for me.
The reporter instinct in me is always blaring. So when I go out and about with coffee, I come back with big time info.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys know who's playing out here today?
It's part of the media day.
No.
You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Take a guess. Let's play 20 questions. This guy's playing today at media day.
Trevor.
Boom. Right on the first one. There's a Jag contingent.
I saw
Trevor, Cam, your boy Parker Washington.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the other one. Walker Little, maybe? Is he a golfer? Aren't Walker Little and Trevor kind of
Yeah, I think
pals?
they golf together.
Let's get some wagers going here.
Yeah,
and
well, I'm just saying. I mean, those guys can kind of afford to pay full freight. Is what I'm saying.
Maybe take some money off the boys.
I don't want to say too much here, but as the preeminent radio station, I mean, they're going to show up for a 9:30 tea time. Maybe try them through the Fincham library.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
I might have to get to work.
Go get us Trevor.
Yeah, I might have to go get to work.
I tell him we want Trevor before he warms up.
Yeah. All right, we'll end with Cam. Who's one of your favorite players?
Oh,
yeah.
I love
I think if we get one, we'll get Cam.
Cam's my guy.
I can see Cam bebopping around here talking to anybody that talks to him.
Cam's great.
I can see Trevor and PW and Walker getting picked up at the parking lot in their golf carts and taken out to the hole they're starting on.
No warm-ups.
Yeah, no coming up here.
They warm up in the back.
Oh my gosh! But anyway, back to Sammy. Give him. Let's let him filter as a champion, a world champion after everything he's been through before we start saying, well, this guy's better than him. This guy, Seahawks would have won with this guy, would have won with that guy. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, we're all guilty of it, but good gracious, man. And look, there's a lot of us still don't trust him, but listen, tremendous year, tremendous couple of years, and he's found something.
If you're a quarterback of a football team, I don't know how else to say it other than this. If you're a quarterback of a football team, as long as you're good enough for your team to win the Super Bowl, you're a good quarterback. End of story. I mean, very, very rarely can a terrible quarterback be anywhere near the Super Bowl, much less win it.
Yeah.
And they had to win games this year where Sam
they
Darnold
went toe-to-toe with
was
the Rams
outstanding.
and the Niners.
And they had to win other games with the defense. And did he have up and down? Yeah, but guess what? They all do. Every single quarterback. At the end of the day, if you have a passer rating of 120, 8 touchdown passes, and you won the Super Bowl.
It was tremendous.
You don't have to answer to anyone. You're certainly a viable. By the way, the team you left fell apart. There's also that.
Yeah.
The Vikings fell apart.
Yeah.
If they'd have kept him, maybe they'd have had the parade today. Who knows?
Might have. That's why the GM had to go.
What about
made a bad decision?
If you were the Buffalo Bills? Are you going all out to go? The only thing left to do is not get Josh Allen to number one and see if that works. Nothing else is working.
You're not getting Justin Jefferson.
Well, whoever. I'm not saying him. There will be every year one of these dudes moves.
A big time.
Yeah,
boy.
a big one. Every year one of these receivers goes somewhere.
About like a George Pickens.
A lot of Pickens. You go get him Pickens.
He's going to get franchised.
But they're talking about trading him. I think franchising him, trading him. But I don't know for sure. I don't know why you would do that.
Would you take the chance on George Pickens?
I
Buffalo?
don't. Me no.
I don't bring George Pickens to Buffalo. I need the upgrade, but man, he got to at least be sane.
Yeah, stable.
Yeah, I need some stability there.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I got this feeling that they won't go into next year with the same group.
They can't.
Right?
Ain't no way.
Well, and here's what happens too. You do get this. We've experienced this like crazy here. Is if you're the best receiver on the team, you're the king of the average. Like Khalil Shakir has been trotted out 2 years in a row as a number one.
Yeah.
He's just a little. Skittery little slot receiver. He's not a weapon.
Yeah.
He's just a guy.
Yeah.
And so they need that rangy alpha receiver.
Yeah.
Give it, or at least try that, because all the other things aren't working. I mean, they couldn't run the ball any better last year, Hick. Number one rush team in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, in the league. Hand the ball to James Cook. He go 150. They got an MVP at quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to imagine how they don't win more. Or is it the defense then? I mean, I don't know. I find myself talking in circles when the Bills come up.
Yeah. And by the way, I did see this making the rounds yesterday. Buffalo, New England gets the first place schedule, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Buffalo's got a much tougher schedule.
Oh, they do?
Because all the teams that we thought were going to be good ended up in second place.
Oh, yeah.
So Buffalo's got to go like to Kansas City and Baltimore.
That's funny.
And New England gets, so it's still
the other side of that, we'll miss that.
Houston.
It helps being in first. This is a year where it helps being in first. You're right.
Not so bad.
Instead of playing Buffalo, you play New England.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
Instead of playing Baltimore, you play Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Those are easier
Denver
games.
again instead of Kansas
Yeah,
City.
not afraid of Denver.
No, we beat them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it's definitely it's kind of interesting how that works out. Now again, it's so early and it's all on paper and things change as we go, but that's sort of how it stands.
You know, Hick, for years now, we've been here for decades. I stand by what we present to the audience every day. But if there is one allowance I would have, if there is one group that probably has a larger presence that doesn't get their favorite thing talked about much, in fairness, it probably is NASCAR fan. There's probably a much healthier NASCAR fan base around Jacksonville than maybe some of the other sports that appeal to a more mass audience.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, the Daytona 500's this week.
Yeah.
This Sunday just kind of snuck up on us, and Kyle Busch never won the Daytona. It seems like the Daytona 500 is often the narrative often ends up forming around the one longtime star who's never won it.
Right.
And that's Kyle Busch now, and he won the pole last night. He drives for RCR, Richard Childress Racing, and if you know NASCAR, that's where Dale Earnhardt drove when he finally broke through after trying for year after year after year. So that's the storyline. He'll start on the front row, and they still do the rest of the starting order through the duels,
which are today.
And those are fun to watch. I've always enjoyed that if I were actually going to go to Daytona, like we used to go a lot. And the overwhelming thing about Daytona, Hick, is what I told you, is when we started covering Daytona back in the late 80s, early 90s, was the freedom you had to go through the garages, just shoulder to shoulder, talk to Richard Petty. You go up to Richard Petty and interrupt him while he sat in the driver's seat. They talk to you happily.
Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Crazy.
Yes, whomever. So, all right, let's grab a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Your front row seat to history in the making.
The Florida Gators, they are the 2025 national champions.
Your home for the most play-by-play is 1010XL.
When it comes to glass, you don't want average. You want flawless. Duval Glass and Mirror has transformed homes and businesses across Jacksonville for over 35 years. Frameless showers that wow. Mirrors cut exactly to your style. Fogged or broken glass replaced. Decorative tabletops. Windows replaced or repaired to stand up to Florida storms. All backed by a 100% guarantee. Visit DuvalGlass.com for your free quote. There's only one name for glass and mirror around these parts. It's Duval!
Bro, have you heard about the hottest and newest sports league in town?
Vanguard Sports League isn't just VIP, it's the standard. Smoke-filled tunnel intros, cool benches with canopies, big scoreboards, championship rings, and convenient locations all across Jacksonville. Oh, and mascot potties there hyping everyone up every game. No wonder it's the talk of the town. Spring and summer registration now open.
Search VanguardSportsLeague.com today.
Tara Lagaman for Local Fair Jacks. It's our go-to for local produce, eggs, and meat. You pick exactly what you want each week online, straight from local farmers. And knowing where your food comes from matters. Visit localfairjacks.com.
All right, gang, Hicken here from my friends at Beaches Dermatology for all your skincare needs, all your skincare products. Nobody better than Beaches Dermatology. And look, on days like today, I'll be wearing a hat. Sure, I'm going to protect my skin. I got a long sleeve on. You're darn right. Why? Because I'm going to be out in the sunshine all day. Even in February, it doesn't matter. It's going to warm up. It's going to get hot again. And they want you to protect your skin, man. They've been helping me for decades, man. Drs. Boudreaux, Drs. Metz, Dr. Fader with the Mohs surgery. I appreciate all of them. I go to the one right out here off of Solano Road, but there are other locations that will serve you. So if something does show up on your skin, make sure you get it checked out. Just go to beachesdermatology.com. And there you can find the location that best serves your skincare needs. For all your skincare needs, for all your skincare products, it's Beaches Dermatology and beachesdermatology.com.
Quick question. Is your plumbing company run by plumbers or by people who've never held a wrench? At Holland Sons Plumbing, the owners are plumbers themselves. We're family-owned, veteran-operated, and built by people who understand the work. No corporate nonsense, no boardrooms, no suits. Right now, we're hiring service plumbers and residential new construction plumbers here in Jacksonville. If you want steady work, a team that's got your back, and owners who know the job because they've done it, give Holland Sons a look. Holland Sons Plumbing. Local, family, real.
Baloo here for Smoonez Vision. Why Smoonez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smoonez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smoonez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smoonez is fellowship-trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmoonezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Hey, I'm Tony from Tony D's Pizza. People ask me all day long, is it the water that makes the difference? Well, yes and no. Even water can't make a good pizza. It's the ingredients, too. The best tomatoes, the best flour, and the best cheese. Oh, and a lot of love. Tony D's New York Pizza, Bay Meadows and 295.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now, Dan and Jeff hand it off to our halfback.
Fred Taylor, every time he touches it, he's a candidate to go the distance.
Monday morning running back with Fred Taylor is fueled by Epstein and Robbins DUI defense firm on 1010XL.
All right, I'm excited to talk to Fred. I really don't care much about any of the football talk.
Okay.
But I know this about Fred.
Okay. What do you got?
Well, I know he was at the Super Bowl.
Yes, he was.
And so I want some inside stories.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to find out from Fred.
Fred's probably got good ones.
Oh, I mean, he may not
Will he
tell
share
us.
them with you?
That's a good question.
That's the question.
We're going to find out. We're going to ask.
Yeah.
We're gonna go old
Probe.
school, Fred, as we welcome you to the show. Say good morning and pepper you with tough questions.
What did you mean?
And see if you're willing to bite on some of these Super Bowl get-togethers, Super Bowl parties.
What was the best party you went to, Fred? Fred doesn't strike me as the late party guy.
I know.
Fred was probably home in bed at 11.
Maybe went to one though.
Okay.
Who knows?
What do we got?
Let's find out. Hi, Fred.
Good morning, fellas. Hey, man. You know I'm media trained, right?
Yes. Yes.
So that means I'm only going to give you what I want to give you. I mean, I know how to maneuver around these parts.
Yes, you do.
You guys have helped cultivate the person that's on the other end of those questions. You've
Fred,
helped build up.
I want you to go back to your Gator days.
Well, he let it fly,
when
man.
You would let it fly. Let's
Those are the good old days.
Let's try some of that. Did you go to any Super Bowl?
Yeah, you know what? This is crazy. This is a crazy thing, and this is why AI is so good, and people are so opposed to AI, and they're afraid of it. I just embrace it and utilize it to the best of my ability, right?
Okay.
I calculated the amount of miles I traveled in 8 days.
Oh.
8.5 days. 16,846 miles in the air.
Oh, man. Because you came all the way back for a meet and greet here in Jacksonville mid-Super Bowl week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's Monday, Miami to San Fran, San Fran to Miami, then the Jags to Charlotte, Charlotte to San Fran, San Fran to Miami, Miami to Seattle 2 days ago, Seattle to L.A., L.A. back to here to Miami this morning.
Man,
and I do appreciate you guys working with my schedule. And instead of Monday morning, we're Thursday morning.
Yeah, well,
Super Bowl was good.
Yeah.
San Fran did well. Super Bowl was good. Pre-pandemic, it was a flourishing city. You sort of hate to see where it is now with the closed stores and the vacant buildings and the homeless population is continuing to increase. The drug infestation is just not the sexiest appeal as you would want from San Fran. The NFL did a great job of having security there. The police presence was amazing. There was no craziness going on. The events were amazing. I went to the NFLPA VIP party Thursday night, and I think that was the only party I've been.
Who did you visit
everybody.
with? Who did you visit with?
There's a lot of former players for me, man. I don't get caught up in the celebrity limelight and the hype and all of that stuff. But you can see the A-listers come and go. But I just kind of stayed in my corner, in my circle, and sort of, you know what? Most people recognize me from the podcast than my playing days.
That makes sense. That makes sense in today's day and
It
age.
is absolutely crazy to me, but I embrace that.
I got a question for you. In all
I got
honesty,
the answer.
I know you do. I read this story, and we were talking about this on the radio. And this is a California-based question. We were talking about Sam Darnold and what he made by being out there, but then the tax in California is so large, they're suggesting that Sam Darnold actually lost money by spending a week in California and winning the Super Bowl. How about that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that story? And if that's true, the NFLPA's got to step up and say, whoa, whoa, whoa. This doesn't
I
seem
don't know
right.
if that may be out of NFLPA's pay grade, buddy. That's federal law.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, who's
yeah.
who's doing the math on that? I mean, he only played just
one
the
game.
Super Bowl,
I
right?
think what it was is he got one game. It was one game divided by his night 28 that he whatever. It ended up being like a $71,000 tax for that game in California, which I don't know what they give for winning share. Probably a little bit more than that. But the point being that it ended up being a pretty hefty. But
yeah,
I don't know how much he made though. I mean, yeah, I know that he paid a lot in taxes, but I don't know how much he.
This is what they say.
Okay.
After winning the Super Bowl, Sam Darnold effectively lost money due to California's high, quote, jock tax. Despite a $178,000 winner's bonus, high income tax and duty day regulations forced him to owe an estimated $249,000 in taxes to the state, resulting in a net loss of approximately $71,000
So
after
that's
the Super Bowl
71.
win. Yeah.
That was the 71 I saw. That doesn't seem right, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I like to talk to a tax professional.
That's who I'm doing.
Professional.
Hey,
and Sam Darnold himself. I would like for Sam to confirm this story. The math just doesn't seem accurate, or it doesn't make sense.
Wouldn't it apply to all the players? Why just him? There's a lot of weird stuff there. Fred, I want to talk to you about Kenneth Walker, man, the third, and boy, the opportunity that he was given here at the end of the year. It kind of in a little bit of a way, Fred. It kind of reminded me of your. Senior year, your final year in Gainesville, where it's Coach Spurrier finally gave you the ball as the workhorse back, and with Charbonnet going down in that first playoff game, it feels like Kenneth Walker readily accepted being that workhorse and gave him 3 really good games heading into free agency.
He was always that caliber back. We saw glimpses from Kenneth as a rookie, and then his second year wasn't so great. And I think this time around, he was just patient and waiting on an opportunity. It presented himself. He took full advantage of it. What I love about him is he's strong, has great balance, has vision. My former position coach, Kennedy Pola, KP was the coach there, ran into something. They let him go towards the end of the season here. I think it was late November. Is when they let him go. So he was on the staff when Seattle played in Jacksonville. But somehow they let him go. But that's neither here nor there. The point is, I would talk to KP a ton about this young player. And he would just light up just to have a conversation about his acumen and teaching attention to detail, how he absorbs everything, how he's willing to listen, how he trusts the system. And it was just a matter of time. And for him, he got an opportunity. He took full advantage of it. Now he's Super Bowl MVP with that amazing performance he had to, go along with the amazing play by their defense. So it's going to be interesting how they come to the table with him, along with other free agent running backs that are up this year.
There's another back kind of like him in the same situation as Travis Etienne right here. They're just going to kind of Etienne, Breece Hall. There's like 3 or 4 or 5 of them where we'll see. Which teams think that that's the guy who can be. I guess you're looking for that 1,700 yard guy. I guess. I mean, if you go in free agency and pay running back $14 million, you're looking to get a guy who's going to jump up from 1,100 yards to. To those big numbers, I would suspect. Well, the dust is cleared, Fred. The 2025 NFL season is officially concluded. Is there like any overwhelming thought that you have about the season? And when it comes to our Jags, do you feel like this feels more stable? This feels like it. We can have some continuity to this success.
It's you would assume that, right, based on the type of season that they had and the amazing job that the front office did in putting those pieces together to get to this point. But that's an assumption, right? We understand those things. The NFL, the work is never done. Every year you got to reset, understand who's going to return, signing players, adding players, injuries, all of those things. But to start, this is a good starting point. Expectations are going to be higher. That naturally comes with success. And we might be at this point next year saying, they didn't do it as well as we thought. Or we might even be at that point middle of the season. Who knows? But the expectation is going to be higher, not just the players, but the front office. The pressure is going to come along with that. But as a unit, I think they'll be ready to go out there. Coach Cohen, you'll see some excitement, some new flavor from him. Trevor, the amount of confidence I believe he's going to be able to play with and leadership that he's going to play with next year, I think that's going to lift him up. And the last thing on the Jaguars is when you look at the fact that they lost a game to the Super Bowl champions by 20-12. Not a great game by the Jags, but they were in it until the very last quarter. And you wonder if the Jaguars could have at least been there on the other side. Having shown what they showed, not playing a great playoff game, I could only watch these playoffs and see every single week say that should have been Jacksonville.
Same as us, buddy. Same as us.
Each and every week. And for that, I hope they're able to return next year and play and go further so that we can be there saying, all right, our team did a great job at hoisting that sticky Lombardi. That's where I want to be at this time next year.
Well,
did you know, Fred, that the Lombardi Trophy weighs 8 pounds?
Yeah, we learned that yesterday.
We learned that yesterday. How much it weighs.
Where did you get
Fred? That from?
No, actually 7 pounds. We had to be within one, and we said 8.
All right.
We have a dude on Wednesdays
we do
that does trivia, and that was we did Super Bowl trivia this week, and that was one of them within a pound.
So it's officially 8. So
7. It's officially 7. We answered 8. We had the pound to work with, so 7 is the official answer.
That's interesting. Now you're going to make me dive into why 7 pounds.
Good question.
There you go. All right, my man. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Freddie.
All right, guys. Later.
There he goes. That's Fred Taylor, today, Thursday morning running back. Turn our attention to the 9 o'clock hour as we broadcast live from the TPC Sawgrass. We're in this palatial clubhouse. It's a media day. There will be Baby Ruth in the pool by the time we're done.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach. The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Living on the First Coast.
The beach.
Loving the First Coast.
I love it.
1010XL. Jacksonville Sports Radio.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
At Hollis Pools, building a pool is personal. We sit down with you, listen to your vision, and bring your backyard dreams to life right here in Northeast Florida. Working with us doesn't feel like working with a contractor. It feels like working with family. Every Hollis Pools project supports Project Savior Outdoors, helping bring hope to our veterans. Visit hollispools.com. Hollis Pools, your vision, your pool, your escape. License number CPC 1461233.
Hey guys, it's Hicken here. Valentine's is coming. You want to be a hero this year with something really romantic? It's easier than you think. At Beard's Diamonds. Beards has put together a stunning selection, timeless, affordable jewelry she will absolutely love. Dazzling rings, sparkling earrings, elegant pendants and bracelets, classic gold. They've got it all at Beards, and we got the best part right now. Beards has an amazing limited time offer. That's right, before Valentine's Day, which is this week, Saturday, save up to 40% on all diamond stud earrings, pendants, and tennis bracelets. Imagine her face lighting up when she opens that signature Beards box, man. And by the way, Beards is your local Jacksonville jeweler. Family owned and operated, community strong with the Lupos for more than 45 years. Right here in the St. John's Town Center. Hurry in today. Don't wait. Shop local. Shop Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. 40% off diamond earrings, pendants, and tennis bracelets.
It's not girl talk, it's sports talk.
Let's talk football.
Tom McManus adds his helmet to the heels with Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl. Afternoons 2 to 4. Fought for you by Green Law Group on 1010XL.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Attention Northeast Florida golfers. Save hundreds on golf at premier local courses and support youth development. The First Tee of North Florida Tour Card is your key to big savings and making a difference. For just $99, you'll unlock discounted golf and offers at top courses and local businesses all year long. Plus, every tour card purchase helps fund programs that build character, confidence, and life skills for kids in our community. Grab your tour card today at tourcard.org.
The toughest bulls, the bravest riders. For 8 seconds, it's all on the line. Glory or nothing. These are cowboys who face down danger, defy the odds, and push themselves beyond limits most wouldn't dare. This is their world, where legends are made on the backs of ranked bulls. It's bull time, Jacksonville. PBR Bucks into Five Star Memorial Arena February 20th and 21st. Get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets.
Are you ready for another historic season at the bank? It's time to lock in your seats for 2026 by placing your deposit now. Next season will be played at Everbank Stadium, but seating capacity is limited due to in-bowl renovations, and spots are going fast. Don't miss out on your chance to see the season's biggest matchups and highlight real moments by placing your deposit at Jaguars.com/tickets or by calling 904-633-2000. Go Jags!
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Kuhn Flowers. The NFL has released the players invited to the scouting combine. 6 local guys here from Jacksonville are on that list, including Austin Barber, offensive tackle for the Florida Gators, who went to Trinity Christian. Carson Beck, quarterback for the Miami Hurricanes from Mandarin, and Jack Pyburn, defensive end for LSU, who went to the Bulls School. Right now, 60 degrees at 9:11. Time and Temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
I'm faded, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
Well, I mean, we'll have as much decorum as we can here as we broadcast live from one of golf's cathedrals. We're in the clubhouse at the TPC Stadium course. The other boys in the media getting ready to go. They're all excited right now with their 9:30 tee times, but you know, we'll continue doing the heavy lifting and the yeoman's work until we get our way out on the golf course today. Meanwhile, in the world of professional golf, where would you rank Pebble Beach among the more iconic golf courses in this country? Top 3?
Yeah.
Right? It's Augusta and Pebble.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right up there.
It's odd that the tournament isn't viewed that way.
No.
It's just not.
They got a great field.
They do get they had a good field this year. They made it one of those I mean, we figured out the secret sauce to the PGA Tour. If Torrey Pines has the designated event, they get the good field, and AT&T at Pebble would just be Yep. And if Pebble gets the designated event, then they get the great field, and that's what they have this week. I would say this, of all of the sporting events that were custom made for the advancements in HD TV, I'm not sure golf at Pebble Beach isn't one of them. You have some spectacular views over the water.
Fantastic.
And down those the fairways it's
beautiful
location.
Area of the country.
Hosted many a major there.
Yes. Former Braves pitcher Ian Anderson tore the labrum in his throwing shoulder.
Of course he did. Is he a former Braves pitcher, huh?
Yeah, this injury happened on Christmas Eve. He's a free agent. He had surgery January 13th. So,
well, if I am a young pitching
that guy
prospect,
is going to end his career with better stats in the postseason by far, right?
Well, it's
or
limited.
Did he have a good year?
No. Well, more than a good year, but it is limited. I mean, he's got maybe.
Won't he be best remembered though? Didn't he pitch?
Yeah.
Really well?
He pitched a no-hitter in the Game 6 or in the Game 3 win that I went to. He pitched a no-hitter through 5 innings. The Braves won 2-0. He was awesome, especially in the postseason. But I think it's a limited resume. He may be 5-1 or something. But his ERA, I believe, at one point among qualified starters in MLB history, he may have a less than a 1 ERA actually, or something stupid.
We've got carnage at the Olympics.
Oh no, what happened?
Yeah. Today's women's alpine skiing Super G saw 17 of 43 skiers not finish. The biggest at any Olympic Super G event ever. 39.5, 40% did not finish the course.
Okay, then there's something wrong with the course. They screwed up the setup of the race. These are the best ski athletes in the world. You shouldn't have half of them unable to make it down the mountain. So there's been, if people cared, it would be a bigger story. What a just deplorable job Italy has done hosting these games. I can remember stories 3 weeks before they hadn't had the hockey venue even finished. They just got been a lot of. You can't have the best in the world get their 1 in 4 year shot and give them a court, can you?
No.
I mean, it would be like saying that playing Olympic basketball on ice.
Great nickname.
What do you got?
I got a great nickname. Best college basketball player in the country is who? Arguably,
or the Kansas kid.
Yeah. What's his name?
Peterson.
Yeah. Darren Peterson.
Darren Peterson.
Yeah. They call him DP. DNP.
Yeah, DNP. That'd be better. That's fair. I wonder if he's hearing this. I wonder if he hears this and if he cares.
Go DNP.
Because this just in DNP. The rest of your peers there in college basketball, they're playing every game.
Yeah.
They don't think that they're millionaire ready and don't have to play or show anyone. It was certainly if it comes down to a decision of similar talent, he's scooting down the line. But a talent that only falls so far. Where did Ja fall? 3?
Did Ja?
And Ja didn't have the kind of reputation that this guy's bringing.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But Ja has turned out to be just a real jive turkey.
He has.
He's turned out to be
He can play, but just off the court.
Real jive turkey. Not worth the headache. And his Memphis team, they had that one good year. Ian Anderson is 4-0 in the postseason. ERA of 1.26. Had 8 appearances.
Your guy Money Mayweather is something.
Oh, yeah? What do you do now?
He's sitting courtside at a Laker game.
Count money?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's an older clip, or unless he did it again.
Oh, okay. He reaches into a bag, just pulls out a stack. 2 seats down is Beyonce and Jay-Z.
You're right. Who's not even paying him any attention.
Yeah. Money Mayweather. Ain't nobody better.
Floyd Money Mayweather.
Did you see, speaking of golf, did you see Bryson DeChambeau at the Live event this week? First hole.
What's Live?
Right. First hole. He topped his tee ball.
On purpose?
No.
That doesn't seem possible.
But
when you say topped it, did it go out there 150, 200 yards, or did he just top it 20 yards?
It went 240 yards.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But he still topped it.
Yeah.
And then he almost made an albatross.
So by topping it, I'm assuming that a true top.
It got this high off the ground.
Okay. He thinned it. Because a true top, the first thing the ball does is hit off your tee, it goes into the ground.
Like what I do.
It did not do that.
But super thin is probably better described. But yeah, that's still Man, it'll run out, I guess.
It ran, dude. I mean, that tells you the swing speed that he
Yeah,
has.
DeChambeau and Rahm need to be back on tour. Cam doesn't matter because he just doesn't care, and he's so vanilla. And you don't miss Cam Smith. He was a good golfer. He was fun because he's local. You don't miss him. But Rahm and DeChambeau ought to be back.
Yeah, you watch him, though. And you watch him, he's like, as soon as he hit it, he's like,
what?
And then I get the slow motion from the front, and you just see it just scoot down the fairway, though. He's like, what? What did I just
Let's take a quick tour here, and then we'll take a timeout, and then we'll maybe do some New York City headlines or something. I don't know. It depends on what you guys got planned.
Uh-huh.
But I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
And E and I it kind of acknowledge this again. Man, you forget what an advantage is, what a bonus is to be in an NFL offseason and not have quarterback questions. Not looking for a quarterback, not wondering, is this the make or break year for your quarterback? Not, this is your last chance quarterback. Just to have a year where you can focus on everything and not have to worry about the quarterback, particularly trying to find one. But I'm going to ask you right now, okay? I'm going to go through. You tell me yes or no, that team needs a new quarterback.
Okay.
Patriots.
No.
Buffalo.
No.
Miami. It's okay.
They're going to get one.
It's okay to say no.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
All right.
my opinion, I don't know who you're going to get. If there's somebody better, okay. And I don't know how much it was he fell off. He's had good numbers. Unless I can get somebody that I think is better, I'd say no. But I get the feeling he's done there.
Tua reminds me of an unsuccessful Brock Purdy. Like, he's got some of the Purdy things. He's very smart. He doesn't turn it over a lot. He's highly rated, but he just
got to a playoff.
He doesn't have any success. The Steelers.
I think they're going to.
Yeah,
I think they're going to try to convince Aaron to come back. And
yeah,
play
and they might.
If not, then they need one.
Yeah. Well, that being said,
Mason Rudolph ain't the answer.
Yeah, but that being said, even if they have him coming back, they would need one even further. Aaron Rodgers is 1,000,000% not the answer. I would say the Steelers need a quarterback. Like, there's a good one there. Baltimore?
No.
Cincinnati?
No.
Cleveland?
Yes, I think so.
We've been through 8 teams. That's half the teams in the, half of the 8 teams in the AFC we've been through. Our division looks pretty locked in at quarterback. You could maybe throw Indianapolis depending on Daniel Jones' future. But
I'll tell you an intriguing guy, honestly,
Stroud?
an intriguing guy for teams to do their homework on is Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
Why stay in Indy? He shouldn't.
Yeah, could he be like a little bit of what we saw with Malik Willis? Malik Willis is another one.
He's still very young. He's still. I mean, again, I don't know. I don't know what the deal, but he is intriguing at least.
Raiders need a quarterback.
Well, actually, they won't right after the draft.
The NFC is a little bit more stable, but I could tell you Atlanta needs a quarterback. Arizona most perhaps. I've kind of changed my mind on Kyler. I'm not giving up Kyler Murray. I'm going to get my new coaching system in. I'm going to give him one more year to see what he's got.
What happens is you go through the season, you get frustrated, and the guy has a bad game, and he's no good, and he's not the answer, and blah, 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 and so much on one game, and then it magnifies because there's 16, 17 of these games, and then reality sets in, and you say, okay, well, we'll get a new quarterback. Well, where are we getting them from?
Yeah, they're not much better.
Who can be creative enough to go find me a quarterback?
Right.
Look, everybody's in love with Malik Willis. Let me present the name Rob Johnson, who had 1 or 2 really good games.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, that's the guy to get.
Yeah.
We got Fred Taylor because of Rob Johnson.
Yeah.
Win or us.
Yeah.
So you never
Those
know.
styles.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. 1010XL is here. 1010 AM. 1010XL is there. 92.5 FM. 1010XL is everywhere. 1010XL is where you want to be.
Greenlaw Group is for the insured. If you think you have roof damage, call 904-302-7055 today, and they will schedule you a free roof inspection. Trust their law firm to help you fight your insurance when you need it. These storms can cause damage you may not even see yet. Call Greenlaw Group 302-7055. There's no cost to retain their law firm and no cost to have your roof inspected. They only get paid if you win. Greenlaw Group, for the insured.
Did you know there's local savings sitting in your mailbox right now? Money Pages is packed with real coupons from your favorite local businesses. Save money at restaurants like Al's Pizza, on pet care at Forever Vets, and on entertainment for the whole family at the Alhambra Theater. Plus, make sure to download the Money Pages app for savings on the go.
Pages in your mailbox right now.
Catch the sights and sounds of the great outdoors from anywhere in the city. Go hunting and fishing with Jeff Logan, Captain Kevin Favor, and Captain Kirk Walls on the Nimnicht Outdoors Show every Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
What Major League Baseball player was once walked intentionally with the bases loaded?
For over 20 years, Southern Oak Insurance has given Floridians a better alternative to their current homeowners policy. See what you can get with Southern Oak. Log on to southernoak.com.
Our family protecting yours. Southern Oak Insurance.
Barry Bonds, who has the most career walks, was once walked intentionally with the bases loaded. Better one-run scoring than a whole lot more.
Southern Oak Insurance. Our family protecting yours.
The Brown Family YMCA in Ponte Vedra Beach is better than ever. Come experience our new renovated spaces, including an expanded wellness center with upgraded state-of-the-art equipment, recovery solutions, brand new locker rooms, and the Horsell Center for Health and Well-Being, all designed to help you feel your best. And now you can join with no joining fee. Plus, enjoy your 4th month free. There's no place like this place. And you'll love what's new. Visit the Brown Family YMCA in Ponte Vedra Beach.
Jacksonville is the flip side of Florida. And inside the flip side, the action never stops. If you're tired of hearing about the best games after the final whistle, don't get left on the sidelines. Whether it's a unique sporting event you've never seen, a weekend with the family, or a winning date night, Visit Jacksonville is your ultimate playbook. Get in the game. Head to visitjacksonville.com/locals or download the Visit Jax app today and see everything coming in 2026. Jacksonville. Experience the flip side.
Bueller.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
I'm starting to realize being a homeowner isn't all upside, Jason.
I mean, it does give you a place to live.
Yeah, but now suddenly I need to know the names of all the people I need to look after my house.
Like who?
Like if my air conditioner breaks in the middle of the heat wave, I need to know who I call to fix it.
That's me. You know me.
But what if my water heater dies or my toilet backs up?
That would also be me. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
Okay, fine, but what about my duct cleaning and my water filtration and my sewer drain? Where am I going to find all those guys if something goes wrong? I'm just a guy with a house and a dream and...
This pair of sunglasses.
Whoa.
Bueller Air and Plumbing is the only name you need to know. Our club members even get 2 free visits a year, so you know we're there when you need us.
Well, that's cool.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Hey, Icky here for my friends at Action Garage Door. If your garage door wakes up the family or slows things down when you're already running late, here's a great gift idea. Upgrade to a quiet, smart opener from Action Garage Door Services. I speak from experience. I did it yesterday. That's right. I had the boys from Action Garage Door come over. They installed it, and man, you want to talk about how cool it is? I can control it from my phone. I can open my garage door from here right now if I want to. And smooth and quiet. Oh, man, what a difference it makes. Now's the time to act. Lock in current pricing before your early year updates and even make no payments for 6 months with approved credit. And just for fun from the boys from Action Garage Door, guess what? They'll take $50 off when you enter the code 1010XL. Enter the code 1010XL, $50 off. You do that when you go to GarageDoor911.com. That's GarageDoor911.com for Action Garage Door. Premium parts, premium people, and premium service. Happy holidays from Action Garage Door.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right. Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boatcierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farrah doesn't flinch.
Oh, yeah, even on a Thursday. I don't know what's happening here.
I don't either.
Yep.
I love that. Uncle Leo.
We have a little technical difficulties there. It happens.
I don't know what happened, but he scrambled with the help of the Glugan, Rich Dog, and he got the red light back on.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you.
Got a red light special.
Once I saw that red light go on, I
We're
knew
in the red
it
light
was just,
district. There's like an open mic or something here, though. Something sounds weird.
I knew it was just momentarily before we came back.
No, there's just, something. There we go.
There.
Is that it? I don't know.
No one knows.
No one knows. I mean, it's one of the miracles of
Radio.
mysteries, I should say, of modern technology. Why does Jeff sound like? Why does he hear 15 microphones?
Yeah. But anyway, good to be back. Good to be hanging out with you guys.
I feel like we get shortchanged in the mock drafts when you don't have a first rounder. Like every mock draft column that comes out, you have to hesitate for a second and realize that was better and realize that we're not going to be included in this column.
Yeah.
I can't see of all the moves that they might potentially make. Jumping into the first round doesn't seem to be one of them.
No.
Like there's nothing there. It's a draft that is its strength is rounds 2 through 4. Like it's supposedly middle strong, which helps when you got 3 third rounders.
Yeah. Well, listen, here's the thing. I will say this. You never know with this guy.
I know that.
Jimmy Gladstone, you never know. Maybe he does. Maybe they're coveting somebody at 18.
Yeah. Well, and knows that the price point may not be outrageous because of what we just said. Most people might prefer to get another couple in the middle where, there's been a lot of guys identified. I wonder, look, we still got some fluctuating to occur too.
Yeah.
Right now, a guy who is listed as the 12 in the draft may go in the 4th round by the time we get there.
I'm not big on conspiracy stuff, and even though there's constantly stuff that comes along that makes you wonder, but this Nancy Guthrie kidnapping case.
Okay. Well, I'm just following it maybe a little more on the periphery than you are. I mean, it seems pretty obvious. Someone that knows her did it, and she's no longer alive.
Well, I don't think anybody kidnapped her.
What do you think happened?
I don't think
just murdered her and carried her out of there.
I don't know where she is. I just think people are sending ransom notes.
Oh yeah, that's that part for sure.
Like who don't have her.
No, I
Random people.
Yeah,
That's horrible.
No, that's the new thing. Yeah, there are these operations. Anytime there's a major kidnapping, immediately they contact us if they're the kidnappers to see if they can get some cash out of the deal.
Yesterday I asked about the video of some dude with a mask and a gun. By the way, he's carrying his gun right here, which is an odd place to carry a gun.
Mm-hmm.
In almost like a crossbody sling.
Yeah, don't get Cheddar Bob.
No, he's saying he's got it pointed right down toward his junk.
Yeah,
we have
why
an
would you
accidental
carry a
fire
gun here?
Well, because he's not experienced.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
you're supposed to carry. By the way, if I were going to go rob a joint, dude, I know what I'm. That gun's going right here in the back. I'm putting it right there. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna grab that thing.
I'm sorry. Did you say don't get Cheddar Bob?
Yeah, Cheddar Bob.
Yeah.
8 Mile. Cheddar Bob, he shot himself. The gun was
Cheddar
right there.
Bob, 8 Mile.
Eminem's Cheddar Bob was the name of the dude?
Yeah, Cheddar Bob.
Oh, so Cheddar Bob shot himself?
Cheddar Bob was B Rabbit's buddy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Eminem was B Rabbit. Cheddar Bob was his buddy. Cheddar Bob had to get the pistol in his front side. And
You think that this?
Our skier got Cheddar Bob yesterday.
Yeah, he did get Cheddar Bob.
Monsieur.
By the way, you think today's diss tracks are good? You got to watch Eminem's diss track at 8 Mile at the end when he took clothes off.
Clarence had a real nice family. Clarence went to the private school. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there's that. My question there wasn't so much about the Cheddar Bob situation, but my question was about the why did this video take 10 days to surface? And we talked about
because Google wouldn't give it to him.
And then yesterday, we find a glove. 12 days later, today, this morning, whenever, we find a glove on the premises.
No, well, it was a mile and a half away. It wasn't on the premises.
All of a sudden, we got a glove.
Yeah. Well, I get the. I mean, 10 days for a glove a mile and a half away sounds about reasonable. I mean, you can't just. I mean, it's not like magic. Just poof, everything's here.
I mean, work the case.
I'm sure they are. Well, I don't know what y'all expect.
I think the feds and the local.
Bro, do you know how many never get solved? You're just putting all the attention on it because everyone's following it. It's not easy.
I disagree.
How do you think they should have solved
in
it?
today's world of DNA, it's.
Do you think they're not doing all those things?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, that's crazy. They're doing it better. They're doing the absolute best. That just shows you how.
You just threw out. Do you know how many don't get solved?
Yeah.
You want to give me a number?
No, I just.
I don't think they. I think they do get solved.
You don't think there are any unsolved murder cases in this country
there are
right
a few,
now?
But generally speaking, they get solved. It may take time.
I bet you there's 1,000 cold cases currently being worked in this country. City to city to city.
But there are tens of thousands of cases that get
My
solved.
only point is, it hasn't happened yet, but I wouldn't insinuate or think at all that they're not trying as much and as fast and as hard as they can.
I think they look kind of rubish.
Well, yeah.
I think it's a little bit embarrassing.
Well,
just my view. But
yeah, okay.
I don't know. I mean,
I guess it's going to turn out we probably going to have to get ultimately the answer on just where what happened, where they've been, and But
anyway, it's just something I wanted to mention because we kind of, I mean, every night we just get the latest.
It looks like an unprofessional. I don't know what it is. I don't know, and I don't want to like treat their tragedy like it's a game of Clue, But it's definitely. I mean, I will say I can't imagine a scenario where she's still alive, and I think whoever took her, or it's not a burglary. You don't take a body when you have a burglary.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. You don't.
Even if you harm them, you leave them there. You're not going to take them with you.
Yeah,
so
take it everywhere with
whether
you.
kidnapping was part of it or whether there was I don't know. But I do know this: every day you go by and you don't get an answer.
Yeah, it's not good news.
Don't they? What is the time frame they put on it when
Where
there's
they just stop?
48 hours or
Right.
something like?
It's longer than 48 hours, but yeah, I know. what
No,
you
they
mean.
say if you don't find them within X amount of
Yeah, they call-
time,
they
then
call it off.
yeah, it goes your odds and your chances go way down.
Oh, I think that's 48 hours.
Yeah,
That's
I think
where
that
the First
is.
48. That's what that show
All
comes
right,
from.
you're right. All right, we'll take a quick 48 ourselves. Be back with more
Cheddar
of this.
Bob.
Cheddar Bob.
Cheddar Bob.
Kids, if you're out there with a piece, don't get cheddar.
Don't
Bob.
cheddar Bob
yeah,
yourself.
Yeah, Cheddar Bob is a bad way to go.
Mm-hmm.
We're back with more next.
The drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, it's the Super Bowl of stock car racing.
The most anticipated moment in racing.
The Daytona 500. NASCAR is revved up by the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local Union 234 on Jacksonville's NASCAR station, 1010XL.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Resto Pros.
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Resto Pros.
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestoProsNEFlorida.com.
Resto Pros.
Looking for a great way to give back and enjoy some friendly competition? Join us for Operation New Uniforms Veterans Cup on Friday, April 10th. This competitive clay shoot tournament is a fun afternoon on the range, followed by awards, a reception, and time to connect with others who care about supporting veterans. Your participation helps Operation New Uniform empower veterans, transitioning service members, and military spouses as they move into meaningful careers. Put your teams together and join us on April 10th. Register today at onuvets.org. That's onuvets.org.
Finding the perfect romantic gift she'll treasure forever? It's easier than you think at Beard's Diamonds this Valentine's Day. We've curated a stunning selection of timeless, affordable jewelry she'll absolutely love. Dazzling rings, sparkling earrings, elegant pendants and bracelets, set with brilliant diamonds or colorful gemstones. Classic gold that never goes out of style. And you can't beat the wow factor of top brand designer jewelry. At Beard's, we've got it all under one roof. And right now, we're cranking up the romance with an unbeatable limited time offer. Save up to 40% on all diamond stud earrings, pendants, and tennis bracelets. Imagine her face lighting up when she opens that signature Beards box on February 14th. Pure magic that lasts a lifetime. Guys, cards, flowers, and candy are sweet, but nothing says I love you forever like a sparkling gift she'll wear and cherish every single day. And that gift is on major sale right now. Plus, Beards is your local Jacksonville jeweler, family owned and community strong for over 45 years. Right here in the St. John's Town Center. Not some Wall Street chain. We're your neighbors, and we're here for you. Hurry in today. Don't wait. Beards Diamonds, St. John's Town Center.
The North Florida Ospreys take center stage as Division I basketball returns. Osprey basketball soars back to CSI Company's court at UNF Arena Thursday, February 19th, for a conference matchup against Austin Peay State. The Ospreys defend their home court against the Governors, tip-off at 7 o'clock. Secure your seats at UNFospreys.com/buy tickets now. UNFospreys.com/buy tickets now. Swoop!
Hey, Jacksonville DDH. Dreamfinders Danny Hicken here with the scoop from Dreamfinders Homes, your National Builder of the Year. We've got first-year interest rates as low as 2.99% in homes in 20-plus communities throughout Northeast Florida. If you're house hunting, make sure your first pick Dreamfinders Homes, the proud official home builder of the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and your Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit dfhsalesevent.com today and tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, we are back here, and I'll offer up kind of the gym nugget of the morning. It's a Florida Gator basketball team that just keeps on beating the stuffings out of their opponents. They had the one slip up against Auburn, but this is a basketball team. They're not playing the same way they played a year ago, stylistically, but they're playing the same way they did a year ago. They're beating everybody on the schedule, and most teams are beaten by a bushel. And we'll see how they can finish it out, just how high a seed line they'll wind up on. But, they've gone from being a team that was down 6-7. I mean, words like, are they even a tournament team, were uttered back in December. And now they have reconfigured, credit Todd Golden, staying the course, figuring out the rotations. And they look like a legitimate, top 2 seed, Final Four contender. Easy win over Georgia last night, though.
Easy win.
Easy win. And Georgia, not a bad team. That's kind of what's impressive about Florida. They've been beating pretty decent basketball teams by big numbers. I think all said and done, the SEC, who at one time had 10 or 11 forecasts, they may get down to 6 or 7. I don't see many SEC teams that I think are tournament worthy. And when you get down to the Texas and these teams aren't. I guess you got to fill the field. Mm-hmm. Most of the teams that go don't have a chance to win, but. You're reaching when you get to if you'll put Georgia in the field, they're in comfortably. They ain't beating anybody.
Chris Gator will make his first master start this year.
Good for him.
He has yet to go on property, refused to do so until he earned his way in.
Okay.
It's the most hyped up tournament in the sport. I don't want to go over there and be a spectator. I want to play. I had faith in myself that I was going to be able to do it as a player. Now that I'm going to be able to, it'll be much more rewarding stepping on the first tee there rather than being a fan.
It seems like Goddard, as good a player as he is, he could have gone there and just played off season with someone. Like, yeah, I get it. If you're a pro, you don't want to go there and walk around with the other patrons eating, pimento cheese sandwiches.
You think he didn't even want to go there and just play?
I don't know. I think that if he went to just play, he might play.
This kid is like
how old is Goddard?
Good question. He had a bet with his dad that when he first broke par, they would go and play Pebble.
Okay.
13 years later, he makes his pro debut at Pebble.
Oh, he has to do it in a pro event.
So.
Oh no, that's all. Holy shit. Not break par at Pebble when he broke par. So he took his dad to Pebble already, or is he a Welcher and he's just going to let this weekend count?
13 years ago.
Okay.
26 years old, Chris Goddard.
But think about Chris Goddard and like.
That's young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought he was older.
Yeah. He's. I mean, if Scotty wasn't doing Scotty things, he'd be the coolest story in golf right now.
He would for now.
Yeah.
They, again, is he Sam Burns? Is he Burt? Is he one of these guys who, like, for a month look like they're ready, have arrived and are ready? And what's amazing about Scotty, as you keep going along, is just think how many golfers who, at their best, are Scotty for a week, and they, the Schauffele's and McIlroy's and Lowry, Oberg, go down the list. He is that guy having his good week every week. It's bizarre. Do you think he wins Pebble? I don't think he's won at Pebble.
Who? Scotty?
Scheffler.
No, he hasn't.
Would it be what are the odds, by the way? What are Scheffler's odds to win Pebble? What do you think they are? Where is he emerged?
He's a heavy favorite.
I for sure. What does that mean exactly? Like, what would the odds have to be for you to say, yeah, I'll put 100 on that? You got to get a payoff.
Quite honestly, you should put 100 on Scotty every week, shouldn't
Yeah, you maybe.
And then you'd come out
You
ahead.
come out ahead, right? Yeah.
I think you would. The
All
way
right, there we go. Let's see who we got here.
Yeah.
I mean, look, when you get down, like, there's no golfer ever at his prime that should be any better than 3-1. You just shouldn't. It's sucker money. It's hard. You know, Scheffler wins a lot, but he still loses a vast majority of his starts. Let's see. I got tee times. That's terrific. Don't need those there, big boys. We need the odds. Oh, here we go. Yeah, 3-1. 3-1.
That's not. I wouldn't. It's not worth it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I mean, like the next odds, or what do you think? The next favorite's Rory. What do you think he is?
Like 7-1, maybe.
You got Scotty Scheffler 3-1. What is Rory? He says 7-1. What do you say, Hick?
I think it's higher.
14-1.
Yeah.
So literally, what? 4 times better, almost 5 times better than Rory McIlroy before he ever takes a shot. Next in the odds is Siwoo Kim. What do you think he is?
20.
22-1.
Yeah.
Fleetwood 25-1, along with Hovland. Matsuyama, who just won last week, is a terrific player. 28-1. Scotty Scheffler 3-1. 9 times better chance of winning. I mean, this guy's 5 and 9-fold better than everybody he plays every week that he plays. He has not been outside of the top 10. What was he, 8th at last year's Players?
Who?
Scheffler.
Oh, I don't know.
I think he was 8th here at the Players last year. He has not been outside the top 10 since then. He's not finished a professional golf tournament outside the top 10 in a year.
I saw.
That's crazy. Not even tired at that.
I saw this yesterday on social media. This is great. They found some video from 1972 of the curling at the Olympics, and my man is ripping a dart
as it's curling.
See, that's curling.
Just dang.
That's why I said, "How's this an Olympic sport?" I wish I'd have known that, a couple of days ago when we had the conversation. I think the U.S. men's hockey schedule starts. I thought I remembered that being the 12th. Today's the 12th, right?
Today is the 12th.
Man, this big sports time that we were talking about is kind of fizzled a little bit because the Winter Olympics haven't hit.
Ain't pop.
They're not hitting with people. They're not registering. There's not been anything. We've got no American athletes that have grabbed our attention. We've got no, teams that we followed.
We got Latvia today at 3.
The time difference always makes a big hassle, right? You never know if you're seeing it live or is this tape or,
So today, and then we go Saturday against Denmark, and then we got Germany on Sunday, and then it's the playoff.
And we asked, the Iceman coach last week, but Canada and U.S. the 2 best teams.
Yeah.
And
but it's all pros. It's
right. It's different.
Ain't like OC and the boys.
By the way, I can't tell you how much feedback I got just around town yesterday from from the Jack O'Callahan interview, and how much people
even
enjoyed
like
it.
while we was having it.
Can't even believe that a lot of people's like, I can't believe that guy lives here.
Right.
That was the biggest under the radar,
Right.
Info drop out of that was the fact that what now? Miracle lives here?
So many people live in Jacksonville.
And they just enjoyed the conversation, and he is terrific, man. That'd be one you would mind just having a little fireside chat about once a month.
He's definitely a dude.
I would love to have a segment with him. I get the feeling OC has no interest in doing that.
Oh, yeah. I don't get it. Yeah, of course. That's right.
Yeah.
And good for him. All right, we'll come back, put a wrap on the show. You are listening to The Drill. We're live from TPC Sawgrass. We visited with the executive director of the Players Championship, Lee Smith, a little bit earlier today. Appreciate Fred Taylor joining us as well. They are going to make the mistake of letting us go out and tear up the golf course about 4 weeks before the world's best get here. We'll see how we do. Back to put a wrap on it next.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Streaming live from the XL Digital Studios. Polished by Harbor Dental Care, the locally owned smile restoration experts.
Valentine's Day is sweet, but let's be honest, your septic tank wants attention too. Because when it gets ignored, it doesn't sulk, it causes problems, big ones. That's why DuckDuckRooter, the only master septic contractor in Northeast Florida, is rolling out the Show Your Septic Some Love promotion. Right now, get $50 off septic tank pumping when you book by February 28th. Give your septic a little love now so it doesn't make a big scene later. When you're stuck, call the Duck, 904-862-6769, DuckDuckRooter.com.
Before displaying one of the greatest aerial acts in NBA dunk contest history, D. Brown was pumping his kicks at the Bowl School right here in Jacksonville. From there, Brown would go on to play for Jacksonville University, where his skills would land him as the number 19 pick in the 1990 NBA draft. Brown played for 12 years in the league for 3 different ball clubs, and now is a part of the front office of the Clippers G League affiliate. I'm RJ Saunders, and this Black History Month profile is brought to you by Instant Keys. Fast, professional, locksmith service.
Here's hoping for a raise the roof football season. And here's knowing Next Gen Roofing is up for any job. Game day or storm season, you need a team you can trust. And you know what? You don't need a glitzy roofing company. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, no nonsense. Solid roofs at competitive prices and a commitment to the First Coast community. Right now, save up to $300 on your next roof replacement. When you need a roof, you need Next Gen Roofing. Team with you, it's a win every time.
To infinity and beyond. The Jacksonville Icemen are back in town for Toy Story Jersey Night as they take on the Savannah Ghost Pirates February 14th at 7. It's a magical leap as the Icemen wear specially Toy Story-inspired jerseys that evening. Don't miss the family fun for Toy Story Jersey Night this Saturday at 7. Tickets at Ticketmaster, JacksonvilleIcemen.com, or call 904-602-POP. Iceman hockey is #Sub-Zero.
Our slogan, Know Before You Blow, applies to more than just DUI cases. Hi, I'm attorney Lee Lockett of Lockett Law. Battery charges can result in jail time and criminal convictions too, so know before you blow a gasket and hit a loved one or a stranger. Drug crimes like possession of marijuana and cocaine will land you in cuffs too, so know before you blow. In a boating under the influence case, you also have the option to blow or not to blow. So know your options. Know before you blow. Go to knowbeforeyoublow.com now. Offices Jacksonville.
Hey gang, Prosser here. Have you been thinking about selling your home and you haven't pulled the trigger? Let me tell you about Chad and Sandy and the experts that will help you make that decision. Mortgage rates have dropped. They're expected to move lower. Home sales momentum is building, so now's the time to get your home ready to maximize your sales price. It's time to call Chad and Sandy, the proven experts to sell your home. Need to sell now, need to sell fast, need max price. Check, check, check. Chad and Sandy have the science behind it. Using their proprietary Market Max system, Chad and Sandy guarantee your home sold at an agreed-upon price and deadline, or they will buy it. Jonathan writes from Mount Pleasant. The only thing standing between me and my dream of hitting the road in my RV was selling my Mount Pleasant home. After hearing Chad and Sandy on the radio, I gave them a call. The results were unreal. In just 3 days, I had multiple offers at full asking price. So can you. Call the local experts I trust and recommend. Call Chad and Sandy, 414-6200, or ChadAndSandy.com.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, let's bring in Mike Dempsey back in studio as he gets ready for Jaguars today. But before we do that, Mike, I don't understand our Knicks sometimes. I just don't.
No?
No, how did they lose to the Pacers 2 nights ago at home in overtime and then blow out Philly by 50?
I don't know, but I did enjoy watching the Knicks highlights, and there were no Sixer highlights. I mean, literally not a single basket by the Sixers.
I saw Barinque went off for you. Barinque had like 8 3-pointers. Alvarado. Did you know that?
I did, yeah. He hit 8 last night.
He also did his little – he's done twice in 2 games that I've seen him play. He sneaks behind and
he likes doing that.
Ball.
Yeah. He's a sneaky little.
I love that
sneaky
guy.
Little fella.
He'll be listen. He's a New Yorker, so they'll love him.
He is up the tattoo
the Hawks
quotient
stink,
as well.
so there's that.
Yes, he is.
Whatever.
No doubt. What's cooking today there, Mike?
Today we'll in part talk a little Colts with Mike Chappell from Fox 59 up in Indianapolis. We've been talking to a different reporter from all the AFC South teams each of the last few weeks. And we'll also focus on the left guard position, who's going to be the opening day starter, McCary, Wyatt Milam, Walker Little, somebody else, and how that's all going to shake out. And those are the main things we'll be getting into today.
All right, my man. We'll have a great show.
Thank you, guys.
All right, that's Mike Dempsey's getting ready for Jaguars
in a piece of TPC Media Day trivia.
Okay.
Little known blast from the past TPC Media
Mike
Day.
Dempsey hole-in-one.
Mike Dempsey once made a hole-in-one at TPC Media Day.
Media Day?
On number 8.
Nice.
Yes, he did.
Maybe today will be the day I finally get my,
Today's the day.
maddening conquest. It's not maddening at all. And no, I won't. In fact, just probably go in the water on 17. All right. That'll do it for us, though.
Join me.
Back tomorrow for the Friday edition. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you mañana.
The Drill at the Divorce Men Only